everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. If you're one of my subscribers, thank you so much for subscribing and coming back to watch this video. So today I have a really fun video going over my Scentsy Clubs with you. I have two Scentsy Clubs, but one of them is just really small and one of them is really large. So I love going over my club with you. A little bit has changed, but if you've watched any of my other club videos, then you will probably see a lot of repeats from those videos, just because I do have a lot of bars that I just absolutely cannot get rid of that just stay in my club. So before I get into that, I did just want to give you just a little bit of an update. I haven't really recorded a lot of videos lately. I'm behind again, and the reason for that is because I did fall down some steps. So that was not planned. So, I came back and I, told you guys that I was going to be more consistent. And then the universe was like, no, wait a minute. So I did take a fall down some brick steps at the house, and I did hurt my ankle pretty bad. I think that it's a sprain, even though I'm not 100% sure. I'm still struggling with it, and it's been about 3 weeks. I am able to walk. I'm just still limping around just a little bit. And, the bad thing is that it happened literally, I think it was maybe 4 days before World Tour, maybe 3 days. I don't know. I already had my ticket bought for World Tour, and I had a friend that was going to be coming with me. So I was just determined that I was going to World Tour. I made it work. I hobbled my way through World Tour and limped around with a brace. And thankfully, my friend, she went with me and she was a big help. And I just wasn't myself though, because I was in a little bit of pain. So I do apologize. The plan was I was going to get some pictures of things from World Tour and I was going to talk about it. I was going to go over with you, kind of like what we went over at World Tour and things like that. And that just didn't happen because, I didn't want to miss out on going. But it was a struggle to go and to do that when everything happened. But, my stubbornness just would not let me miss out on going. So I went because I wanted to hear what they had to say. I wanted to see the new products, out on the tables. And of course, I wanted to be able to get the kit, that they hand out and everything. So I do have that. I'm not going to go over it today just because I feel like this video is long enough. And honestly, I gave a lot of things to my friend who went with me. I gave her a bunch of the stuff out of the kit. I did keep the warmer that they gave me. I will go over that with you at some point. I'll show you that warmer and show you what it looks like, but I'm not sure what video I'm going to do that in. I won't dedicate a whole video to that just because there's not enough information at this point to really do it. I really didn't even take that many pictures of the products there that day just because the lines were long. I didn't really have a lot of time to do that. And I was just trying to go back in and sit down. So I was off of my ankle. Anyways, all of that to just say that it's been a struggle here again. But in addition to that happening, I also had some issues with my mom's cats. So I don't think I've ever even said this. I don't even know if I said this in my very first video where I just kind of talked about myself, but I have Luna. So a lot of you have seen Luna on my channel, and she is the only cat that I have. She is my sweet little baby, but I didn't really anticipate on getting a cat. It's not like I went out looking for her. It just happened. Our neighbor has a lot of cats, and one of her cats had kittens in our barn. And I live next door to my mom and dad. So the barn is next door to me. The cat had kittens in the barn, and Luna was one of those kittens. And, my mom decided to get all of them fixed just because they were hanging around her house. They never really went back to the neighbor's house. So she had the mom cat and all 5 kittens fixed. And that was just to prevent any more kittens from being there. So then at some point, Luna, something attacked her and it was pretty bad. And we had to take her to the vet, and it was this whole thing. She had to be inside for a couple of weeks, and I just didn't have the heart to leave her there. So I brought her to my house with me, and she's just never left. She's been here with me and nursed her back to health, and she just became part of the family. So that's how we ended up with Luna. But the rest of her siblings, she has 2 brothers and 2 sisters, and they are still at my mom's, and my mom has gotten attached to them. But my mom never wanted these cats. It just kind of happened. She kind of adopted them. She takes care of them, and it's just a lot of responsibility. Luna still gets to see her siblings, and we go over there all the time. I take her over there so that she can see her siblings. But she has a brother named Zeus, and Zeus is probably one of my other favorite cats. And so I'm saying all this to say that in addition to my ankle, something happened to Zeus. I'm pretty sure that Zeus's sister, Xena, which is also Luna's sister, attacked him. So she is a very, very grumpy cat. If any of you out there have cats and you have multiple cats, I would love to know, do they get along? Because growing up, we used to have 3 cats in my mom's house when I was little, and they never had any problems at all. Like, they never fought or, nothing like that. So this is all brand new to us that these cats don't seem to get along. Luna gets along fine with her brothers, but she doesn't get along with her 2 sisters. And then the 2 sisters don't get along with each other. And I don't know. It's just a thing. It's just drama all the time with the cats. Zeus, my other poor baby, he's limping around like I am. So we had to take him to the vet. We had to get all that taken care of. So he's over there inside being taken care of. And I would bring him over here, but I just can't do that. He stays over there, which Zeus already, that's his home over there. And I get to go see him and love on him and do that. But I'll try to put a picture here somewhere of Zeus and Luna. They are absolutely precious together. He really is a big cat, but he's just a big, gentle, sweet baby. And it just breaks my heart that the one female cat attacked him. All this to say, it's just a lot of drama here all the time. It always seems like something. I was trying to get ahead with my recording. I was trying to record videos. I was trying to get things up, and it was just one thing after another that keeps happening. I'm trying to get better, but in the middle of all this happening, my club had to be processed, and that was a whole other thing. So like I've said before, my club is pretty large, and I had so many bars that I had to go through. I had bars that I wanted to warm. I had, a pile of bars that were on the chopping block per se, of ones that I was considering removing from my club. And I wanted to be able to warm through those bars and compare them to other bars and then make my decisions. But once I fell down the steps, I really just, I couldn't get around, and I just forgot about everything else. Like, nothing else really mattered besides trying to get my ankle better so that I could go to World Tour and then do the things I needed to do here. I didn't realize how much of a struggle it is, just doing simple tasks when you can't really walk. You can't really, and your ankle hurts. So, that kind of got put on the back burner. I tried to make as many changes to my club as I could, and I will go over that with you. I will talk about this as I pull the bars out of the boxes. If I kept one over another, I'll tell you that. I updated my Scentsy Club Excel sheet. I was able to do that since I was stuck on the couch for a while. So I was able to do that. I updated this information of the ones that I knew for sure that I was keeping, and made sure I had the descriptions and all of that. I'll try to read the descriptions, but I'm going to try to go quickly over it just because this is going to be such a long video. My Scentsy Club videos are always so long. If you want to see more details on some of the bars, most of them are probably on my other Scentsy Club videos. Like, you can go back and see them, because there are a lot of bars in here that I will keep and I won't be deleting. I can tell you that there were some bars on here that I deleted because they were coming back in the spring summer catalog, and I was so excited about that. I was so excited. So I have 2 quarterly clubs. I don't have any monthly clubs. I don't have any bi-monthly clubs as of right now. So right now I just have the 2 quarterly clubs, and one of them, like I said, is very, very small, and it has a few things that were for my mom at one time. And then, I've just left it that way. I haven't combined it. I've just left it separate. But for the most part, I have one main club, and I use my clubs specifically for the always get my bar perk. That's really what I have them for. Sometimes I'll go into my club and I might add some bulbs, or I might add something that I might need last minute right before my club ships. But for the most part, I just have my clubs so that I can add bars to it. And then that way, when they discontinue, Scentsy will have to continue making that bar for me. And that's, what I use my club for. So that's just really the main reason why I have it. And then that is also the reason why most of the bars in my club, there's just one. Unless it's one that I just absolutely love, I will have more than one. But for the most part, I cut them all down to one, even though that's stretching it because these are quarterly clubs. So that means I'm only getting one every 3 months. And then on top of that, you are allowed to skip your club once a year. So I do skip my clubs once a year. And so really my club only ships 3 times instead of 4 times out of the year. So, you know, I'm not getting a whole lot of each of these bars for each year. However, I just have so much wax that even though some of these are my absolute favorite bars, I have enough wax. I can't get multiples of every single one that I love just because that would just be entirely too much. But you will see that there are a few in here that I have multiples of. So just know if I'm getting multiples of one, it's either because it's a brand new one I've added to my club and I just want to increase my stock, or it's one of my absolute favorites and I just can't cut it down to one. Of the ones that I was able to delete, I will go ahead and tell you the ones that I took off just because they were back in the catalog that I can think of off the top of my head. There was Sunshine Mango. I absolutely love that bar. Absolutely love that bar. I'm so glad it came back in the catalog. So I was able to take that one out of my club. I was able to take Strawberry Bliss out of my club. That is probably my favorite strawberry scent that I've ever tried from, you know, signing up in 2017 that I can think of. So Strawberry Bliss, I absolutely love. I'm glad that it came back. So if you haven't tried that one, definitely give it a try. It was a good performer. It smells amazing. So glad that one's back. I took it out of my club. Key lime and grapefruit was also in my club, and it's back in the spring and summer catalog. So I was able to take it out of my club. So it's not in here. Lemon lime fizz. Okay, so that one is also back. So I was able to take it out of my club. I'm so excited that one is back. If you have not tried that one, you probably know if you watched the February scent of the month video that I did, that one is my top favorite lemon scent. Pretty much. I mean, I like lemon scents for all different reasons, but that one, I just gravitate towards that one. I really, really love that one. It's kind of a good balance between sweet and clean. So if I really want a sweet one, then I really like the sherbet lemon one that's from the Harry Potter Honeydukes collection. But just for a lemon that I just like to grab, I really do love the lemon lime fizz. I like mixing that one. So that one is fantastic if you've not tried it. I'm glad they brought that one back. So there were some other ones that I deleted that I just had to make a choice. Like I had to cut my club down because I was adding bars to my club and I was trying to keep it as low as I could. So there are some other ones I deleted and I will go over those towards the end and just let you know which ones they were. And there are definitely some heartbreaks here because I know that I'm going to be so sad that I deleted them, but I just can't keep them all. I mean, I know you guys struggle and you guys are the same way with your clubs. Like you just have to make a cut sometimes. And some of them were bars that I've had for years in my club. And I just had to say goodbye to them because there are really good ones that Scentsy comes out with that I have to make room for in my club, and you have to make some really tough decisions. So I would love to know down below what bars you guys have cut from your clubs that were bars that you had in your club for a really long time, but you just had to make some serious decisions to make room for new ones, and what those bars were. Like, what is a heartbreak for you that you feel like you're probably going to regret? Because there are a few of those in here for me. So let's just go ahead and get into this. I feel like this is going to be a pretty long video, and I do apologize for that. So grab yourself something to drink, maybe some snacks, and let's just go ahead and get into it. So this is the smaller one, and this is the one that I have total between the two clubs. I have 8 bars of Ocean, and Ocean is my absolute favorite. That's why I have so many bars here, but it's also because it's my mom's favorite. So in this specific club, there is 6. And that's mainly just because it's the main bar that my mom and I use and we love. And there's also a few other people that still love this bar that I give to them or that they can come get from me if they want it. But my mom and I really go through a lot of these. We love this bar so much. This is my favorite bar out of every bar. There's never been a bar that's been better than this bar. I don't think there ever will be. And that's just the way it is. This bar right here, Ocean, is what started my journey with Scentsy. It's what made me want to sign up. So for that reason, I don't think I will ever cut this down. If I do cut it down, I will probably take the other 2 bars out and just leave it at 6. But I don't know. I don't think I can do that because her and I do go through a lot of these. And, you know, like I said, we do have some other family members that like this scent and things like that. And, you know, I just like having a lot of it on hand. The description for Ocean, if you've not smelled Ocean, you need to smell Ocean. This bar is amazing. There's nothing else like it. The description says, cool and refreshing, aquatic notes deepen with water lilies and ocean breezes. Now, this was a Bring Back My Bar for June of 2021. I think mine's been in my club, I think, longer than that. It may have came back again since then. That's just kind of what's in my notes. But this is an amazing bar. I never get tired of it. It smells so amazing. It's so clean. It's very soapy. It's a very soapy scent. There's no saltiness to this one at all that I can smell. It's mainly just like this really clean, soapy type bar. I can almost smell something musky with this one a little bit, but the longevity of this one is what I love so much. It is strong, but the longevity of it, this one will last a couple days for me. I mean, 3-4 days in the bathroom, it lasts longer. It's just a great bar. I know that there have been some consultants who say they don't get the best performance out of it, but my mom and I have never had issues. It's so good. These smell so good. So usually though, I have a pretty good stockpile of these. So I'm always pulling out the older ones first for her and I to use. And so they have had time to sit and cure. And they're usually a little bit sweaty, which, you know, is fine. It doesn't bother me. They warm the same, but this bar does get a little bit sweaty and oily, but it's amazing. Number 1 bar will never leave my club. Like, I will keep my club specifically for this bar. I don't care if I have to delete everything else. Okay, I do care. I can't say that I don't care, but if I could only have 1 bar, this is the one I would choose. Definitely Ocean. Ocean is a bar that I will generally use in the bathrooms most of the year. Like, that's mainly where I use it. My master bathroom, I use this bar a lot there. I use this in the guest bathroom. So that's really where I love using this bar the most. However, I also like it in the bedroom, and it also performs here in the open layout, you know, with the high ceilings. I don't usually warm this scent unless it's maybe summer or, you know, late spring, something like that. Then yeah, I might use this bar out here, but I have so many other scents to warm that generally this is one that I reach for in the bathroom all the time. So now my mom, she'll warm it everywhere. She loves this bar. She's either warming Ocean or she's warming something with like a lot of spice, but you know, we both love it. Okay, so there's that one. The other 2 bars are in this other box somewhere. I'll find those when I get to them. I'll go ahead and tell you the half off item that I got with this club is a blueberry cheesecake brick. I got this half price. Now, I know blueberry cheesecake, there are a lot of people who don't like the blueberry cheesecake from Scentsy. They smell something sour. And I did get a cracked one. I don't know if you can see that. Sometimes they come cracked. It doesn't bother me. This smells so good. I love blueberry cheesecake, but it's my husband's probably number 1 or number 2 favorite scent. He loves the blueberry cheesecake. It is his absolute favorite. So I mainly got this for him just because he loves to smell this scent warming. Yes, blueberry cheesecake. We needed a brick. So I got that. If you've not tried blueberry cheesecake and you like bakery, maybe it's something you want to give a try. It's a really good performer for us. I love this scent. But there are some people who think they smell something sour with this one and they don't love it. But I have a lot of customers who love this one. And I don't know, it's just a classic scent that's been around for a while. And it will always be a favorite in this house. And I hope that Scentsy continues to keep this one in their catalog. All right, so I also have a fuzzy blanket here. This one is another favorite. The description for this one, it has lavender, sandalwood, and sweet honeysuckle. This was a Bring Back My Bar from June 2023. I think it was also around before then. I think I've had it in my club for a while. This scent is amazing. If you like calming, relaxing, cozy type scents, you will probably love this one, especially if you like lavender and sandalwood. I do not smell the honeysuckle. It says sweet honeysuckle. I don't smell any honeysuckle in this one. But This is actually a pretty strong bar. I usually, when you first get Fuzzy Blanket, it doesn't smell this strong, but this one smells really strong. Usually I let them cure for a little while before I use them, because this is not really an aggressive type scent. It's more of a gentle type scent when it warms, but it's beautiful. I love this one in the bedroom. I love this one out here if I'm wanting a cozy type scent, if I'm going to watch a movie or, anything like that. And, I want to settle down for the night, then Fuzzy Blanket, love this one. So Fuzzy Blanket, even though it's a great performer, it is more of a gentle type scent. It's not one of those really in your face, aggressive type scents, but it has really good longevity. So this one for me lasts usually at least 2 days in the bedroom. And, I really do enjoy that one. I don't think I will ever take that one out of my club because it's one of my favorite cozy type scents. It doesn't have a whole lot of lavender in it. So if you shy away from lavender, it is there, but I don't know. There's something about the mixture of the lavender and the sandalwood together. It's blended so pretty, and I really enjoy this one. I would love to see this scent in the laundry line. So if Scentsy would make this one in the laundry line, yes, I would buy all the whiffs, and that would be amazing. I would love for my bed sheets and blankets and everything to smell like Fuzzy Blanket. So then I have Pink Tulips. And this is a pretty old bar, and I've had it in my club for a really long time. I think it was one of the first bars I put in my club, maybe. Yeah, Bring Back My Bar, July 2019. It has crisp apple, juicy raspberries, and a hint of night blooming jasmine. So I've always thought it was kind of strange that it's called Pink Tulips, but yet it mentions that it has jasmine. It really doesn't mention tulips in the description. And this one also smells a little stronger than what they normally smell. Okay, so normally like a fresh pour, like this one's not oily or, anything. So this looks like a fresh pour, but it smells way stronger than normal. Normally when Pink Tulips first, like the fresh pours and everything, like when I usually get them out of my Scentsy Club, they're very, very light. This is another one of those extremely light floral bars. I have contemplated taking this one out of my club just because it is not one of the best performers. Back in my old house, the old house that we used to have was not, an open concept like this one. It performed fantastic there out in our living room, and it was a better performer there. But here I kind of struggle to smell it. I have to use more wax out here in the open concept, but it still works great in bathrooms and bedrooms for me. But this bar right here smells way stronger than normal, so I'll have to try that. It's definitely way more fruity than it is floral, which is why I like it. I usually steer clear of really strong florals. I like them to either be mixed with something fruity or something citrus, something like that. So this one, when it's warming, you can definitely smell more of the fruitiness. You can smell more of that raspberry. You can smell a little bit of that apple. And then you do smell the floral, but there's not a lot of it. This one is absolutely beautiful. I really love this one. If you can ever get your hands on a bar and you like softer type florals, especially fruity florals, I think you would like this one. All right, so I also have Harbor's Edge. This is another bar that my mom and I love, so that's why it's in this club. She uses more Harbor's Edge than I do, so this will probably go to her. I do love Harbor's Edge, but I have a good bit of these. I've had this one for a long time as well. It's been around for a little while. It was a scent of the month at one point. So yeah, scent of the month, August 2019. So I've had it in my club since then, but it did come back as a Bring Back My Bar for June 2023. It has beach grass, flowering, raspberry, northern oak fern, and then it has salty musk. So you can definitely smell the saltiness in this one. You can smell the beach grass. You can smell like a oak type fern with it. You can slightly smell something like a floral fruit type to it, but not really. It smells aquatic and it smells salty and like that beach grass type oak type scent with it. I mean, yeah, there's something else there. I wouldn't say that this one leans masculine, but it's also not feminine, I don't think. It's just a good in-between scent. Now, I do have Glacier Water in my club. That one definitely leans more masculine. This one I feel like is kind of in between, even though it doesn't smell girly at all. I don't even think it really smells floral. It's got flowers, you know, kind of on the front, but I really don't think this is a floral type scent. It smells beautiful. When it warms, you can smell more of like the saltiness, in my opinion. But it's like a pretty saltiness because it's mixed with the beach grass, and it smells more like just the air of being at the ocean. I don't know. I love this one. She loves this one. Like I said, my mom uses this one a lot more than I do, but we both like to use this one in the bathroom. I don't usually use this one out here in the open concept, even though I have before. It performs fine out here. It's a little bit less than average, but you know, scents like this, fresh scents like this, unless it's summertime, like middle of summer, I don't usually warm them out here in the open concept. I usually do that in the bathroom. Hey, Luna, come here. Here's Luna. She wanted to say hello. Say hey. Look. Looky up there. Say hey. Oh, she's looking wild-eyed. Let me put her back down. Okay, so she's looking a little wild. She's really wanting to play and want some treats. So I let her say hello, but she looked like she was fixing to swap my camera for sure. So we're going to go let her play with her toys for just a minute. She might come back and say hello again. Okay, so the next one in here is tangerine and sugarcane. I really love this one. I really do enjoy citrus scents, especially summer and spring. In the summer, I really like citrus scents. I know a lot of people like tropical type bars in the summer, and I do like tropical scents, but I really like warming citrus scents in the summer and spring. Now, I enjoy this bar a lot. My husband doesn't love it as much as I do. We had this in hand soap one time, and he thought it smelled like rotten oranges. So I don't know why he thought that, because I don't smell that at all. I have warmed it around him, and he didn't really make that same comment, but he really did not like it in the hand soap, but I loved it. The description for tangerine and sugarcane, it has sweet ruby grapefruit, and then it has juicy tangerine and sugarcane. It was from the 2023 summer collection. I really don't smell much grapefruit, but maybe that's why I like it too. I really like grapefruit scents. And there is something else in this one with like a tangerine orange and like a sugarcane sugary sweetness. I don't know. It's very, very good. It's, you know, most citrus scents don't go 24 hours. That's just the way it is. There are a few that do. But this one, for me, it starts to die off after, 20 hours. So I don't get a full 24 hours with this one out here in the open concept. But I do enjoy this one, and it's worth it. So I keep it in my club. Now, there could be a point in the future where I remove this one, but for now, I'm enjoying it and I'm keeping it. Wow, this bar looks rough. Okay, so this is #shine, and I don't know if you can see how absolutely disgusting this bar is, but it is covered in some sort of black dust here. You see that? Wow, so this was on the bottom of the warehouse somewhere, so let me see if I can wipe this off. I don't know. I have never received a bar that's looked like that before. It's like really caked on. Okay, I'm going to have to use water to get this. Okay, best I can do. I'm going to have to use some water to get that off there. I don't know what that's about. The inside of the bar looks fine. This is a flat bottom bar. So this is a pretty old bar. I have mixed feelings about that. I feel like, I pay regular price for this bar in my club, and I feel like, they have said they will continue making bars for us. I feel like this should be a fresh pour, and maybe it is. I mean, maybe they just have old packaging left laying around for this specific scent, and then I really honestly don't know. I don't know how it works, but it's not oily or anything like that. So that's fine. It still smells the same. I don't know. I know there are a lot of people who feel the same way. Like, if you're buying a bar in here, they shouldn't send you old bars. They should send you fresh pours. But as long as the bar looks to be in okay condition, I mean, I'm fine with it. It's not discolored or anything like that. So I think it's fine. It's fine with me. But hashtag shine. Okay. This bar has been in my club for a really long time as well. This one was from the No Limits Wax Collection, May 2019. Somewhere around there. So it has Tarocco orange, sparkling citron, and yellow wildflower over creamy musk. Now, I cannot remember the other bars in this collection. There were a couple other ones that I also loved, and then over time I deleted them. And I just cannot delete this bar. Like, I always put this bar in the chopping block, and I always rewarm it again, just because there's so many citrus bars that Scentsy makes. And I'm always like, are we sure that we still need this bar? Are we sure that there's nothing else that we like better? Are we sure that we want to keep this one? And every single time, this one wins over other citrus bars. Like, if it came down to these two bars, I'm going to choose this one. I don't know what it is about this bar. It lasts and lasts. This bar, I just recently warmed it, and it lasted 3 days for me. Three days. Now, granted, it was an older bar that had been curing for quite a while, so I don't know if that affected it somehow, but it lasted for a really long time. And citrus bars don't normally do that. So it could be the musk. I have personally found that if a bar has a musk note in it or anything like that, it seems to have better longevity, and that lasts. But it also says it has yellow wildflower. Maybe that helps it last, even though I don't really smell anything floral in this bar. Now, there is something in this bar that's making it different from just like a straight citrus type bar. But mainly what I smell is just like an orange and citrus and musky type note. I don't know. It's beautiful. I love this bar. I don't think I can get rid of it. I need to just stop putting it on the chopping block, because I always just, it's a waste of time, because I always put it back into the keep pile. I will keep that one. I love warming that one. It always makes me smile when I warm it, because I've had this one for such a long time. I used to warm this one all the time in my old house in the kitchen. And so now when I warm it, it just brings back those memories. And I love it. It does well out here in the open concept for sure. It's not as strong, the strength wise, it's not as strong as it was, in my smaller kitchen that I used to have, but it still has the really good longevity. So I enjoy it. I'm going to keep using it for sure. Okay, this other one is Churro. This one will never leave my club, because this is just a favorite. I love this bar. Mainly, I use this bar for mixing. I mix so much stuff with this bar. The description says baked pastry sprinkled with cinnamon sugar captures that heavenly churro charm. This was Bring Back My Bar from June 2023, but I think it's been in my club since before then, honestly. Oh, this is such a good bakery. This is what I'm talking about, though. Why can't Scentsy bring this back? There are so many people that want this bar that it's not in their club. They could sell so many of these bars. They need to just bring it back. Churro, oh my gosh, it's so good. There is just a slight sweet cinnamon in this bar. It's not like overly spicy, but you can really smell the baked pastry in it. And that is what I love the most about it, because if I want to make another bar, a bakery bar, and I want to add a pastry note to it, this is usually the one that I reach for. I love that about it. I do like it by itself. It's really not the best performer by itself, especially longevity wise. I don't find that it lasts a lot more than 20 hours for me. But when I mix it with something, I get better performance out of it that way, because it's mixed with something. It helps it, smell like bakery, and then I get to enjoy it for at least 24 hours. But I love this one. I will always keep that one. I hope it comes back one day because honestly, as much as I like mixing this one, I wish I had 2 or 3 bars of it in my club because if I could increase the quantity, I would. I definitely would. This one is cherry vanilla. Now, I've talked about this one before. I really do love this one as well. It was on the chopping block. I really thought about cutting it. I couldn't do it. This one is one of those bars that changes when you warm it. The description for this one says, sweet as the finishing touch atop your favorite sundae, cherry vanilla is a delightful swirl of candied cherry and sugared almonds folded into velvety white chocolate ice cream. And it was a Bring Back My Bar from June 2023, but I might have had it even before then. So this bar changes. It's probably one of the most different bars that I've ever tried or have in my club, that smells one way on cold and then changes completely when you warm it. Just to my nose, I don't know what it would be for anyone else. I don't know if anybody else out there has this bar or has tried it. So on cold, when you smell this cherry vanilla, it really smells like an overly sweet, candied cherry vanilla scent. That's what it smells like. It is very sweet. Especially on the bottom. There is a lot of cherry on the bottom. And you can definitely smell the vanilla. And it's really, really sweet. And it smells like the candied cherry. You know what I mean? More of like an artificial cherry. However, when this one warms, you really smell like the sugared almonds that comes out. But what you really smell is that chocolate ice cream. It is so strange how much that smell comes out when it warms. It smells like this beautiful chocolate type cherry pie. I don't know how to explain it. I really love this scent when it warms. This one is so strong. This is a really strong bar. It also lasts 24 hours for me, and I love mixing this one. So I love mixing this one with churro churro to make it more of you can, make it more like you've adding that pastry note. It smells more like a dessert, more like a pie of some sort. I've mixed it with other bakery type bars, and I really just enjoy this one. But I have a good bit of these in my stash. Like I said, it's a pretty strong bar, so I don't have to use a lot of wax. And I've contemplated taking this one out, but I'm afraid that it won't ever come back again. So I just can't do it. I don't know. Okay, the other one in here is Pacific Mist. So I've talked about this one before. It was on a flash sale, I believe, recently. And I know that there are a lot of people out there who didn't care for this one back when it was scent of the month. Okay, so it smells like ocean air, sea salt and driftwood, and tropical nectar. This was scent of the month for June 2023. And I think it's the tropical nectar in this one that gives it something different. I don't know. Like that's why I keep this one in my club, because usually I don't like to have a lot of things in my club that are exactly the same. Like I try to compare them. And so for all the fresh scents, like I have ocean, I have Harbor's Edge, I have glacier water, and then I have Pacific Mist. I don't know what else I have in here, but to me, they all smell different. I don't feel like they have the same type vibe. This one just smells a lot cleaner to me, and then it's got like that tropical nectar to it. I don't think this one smells manly at all. This one has that driftwood in it. Sometimes if a scent has driftwood in it, I feel like it might lean towards like a masculine type side with it, but this one's not. But there's definitely a tropicalness to this one. But I swear this one reminds me of laundry a little bit when it warms. I love warming this one in the springtime. I love mixing this one with Scarlet Sunflower. I know I've talked about that before. So last year I opened all my windows around springtime. I put this in the warmers with Scarlet Sunflower, and it was absolutely beautiful. So I've done that a few times since then, but now that we're getting into spring again, I'm definitely going to do that again. I'm going to put this in the warmers with Scarlet Sunflower and enjoy that because it is absolutely beautiful. So I have a good bit of these bars because I stocked up when it was on that flash sale. I can't remember, were they like $1 or maybe 60 cents? They were marked down a lot, and I could not believe it because I have this one in my club. So now that I have so many, I can use this as much as I want. So I'm going to try to use more of this because like I said, usually fresh scents like this, I usually just use them in the bathrooms for the most part, unless it's spring or summer. then I will use them out here. So since I have a lot more of this one than I do some of the others, I plan on using this one a good bit this spring, and I'm going to try mixing it with some other scents and see, you know, what I like with it. Okay, so the last bar on this small club order is cinnamon roasted pear. So cinnamon roasted pear is pretty old too. I've had that one for a really good while. There's not a whole lot of people that talk about this bar. I have seen a few consultants, but this one is absolutely amazing. They need to bring this one back. The description says, a fall for rich roasted pear spiced with clove, cinnamon, and a touch of vanilla bean. And it was from the Harvest Collection in 2019. And this one is so good. If you like the smell of pear and you like cinnamon, you would love this one. This one is so good. It's such a juicy, crisp pear in this bar. It really, really is. And then the cinnamon that's in here, I really don't smell much of the clove. So if you shy away from clove, I really don't smell much of that. I don't smell a whole lot of the vanilla bean either, but I feel like when it warms, that vanilla kind of helps blend it and bring it together. And it's just amazing. It is a beautiful bar. I love spicy scents. I love bars and scents with cinnamon in it. I like to warm cinnamon type bars throughout the whole year, not just around fall, which is when sometimes people just warm, spicy scents. But I feel like, apple and cinnamon smells more like fall. So this pear and cinnamon, I do like to use it all throughout the year. Anytime I'm craving cinnamon, I will reach for this one. I have also used this with churro churro. I have mixed it with some of my bakery scents to make it smell more like a cinnamon pear type dessert or, like something bakery going on. And it was absolutely lovely. This is a fantastic performer. I love this one. In my old house, I got amazing longevity for this one, like more than 2 days. And in here, it kind of gets lost a little bit. The longevity is not quite as good, but it's still a strong bar. It's definitely average. And this one needs to come back. So if you love pear, you need to be on the lookout for this one because it's amazing. So this is a really big box of bars over here, but we're just gonna keep going. This is my big club here. And right on the top is a new favorite that I really wanted to add 6. I'll be honest with you. I started out with 6 in my club and I cut it down to 2. Because I was like, Melissa, how much wax do you really need? How much wax do you really need? Okay, so this is the salted caramel cider. So if you remember, this was from the holiday bricks from this past year, from 2024. And I fell in love with this scent. This is probably my new favorite fall scent. Aside from, Autumn Hearth and Forever Fall, those two, nothing can compete with those two. And Rum Pum Plum. I really love that scent too, but that's an all year scent. That's not just fall. But salted caramel cider is so beautiful. There is just not another scent like this one. This is fall to me. I do not know what they were thinking putting this one as a holiday brick. It was designed as a Christmas tree. Okay, I don't know why they did that because this is definitely a fall scent. So the description says, salted caramel and sweet vanilla bean add warmth and complexity to fresh pressed apple cider. And let me tell you, that salted caramel in here with just a slight little bit of vanilla bean to help blend it with the fresh pressed apple cider, and it smells fresh, is gorgeous. I can't explain this caramel. There is no other caramel that Scentsy has used that smells like this to me. This smells like such a buttery, beautiful, authentic type caramel. I'm definitely going to be warming this one like crazy come fall, but when I'm craving something fall throughout the year, I'm going to reach for this one because it is like a bakery type bar. There's really no cinnamon there's like some slight spices to this one, but in no way do I feel like this one is spicy. So I feel like I can start warming this one like even earlier than some of my other fall bars and it be socially acceptable. I love this one so much. It's just the caramel in this one that is amazing. Like I said, I cut it down to 2, and that was so hard for me because I wanted to keep 6. But I was like, Melissa, you don't need that much because you have so many other fall bars that you love. You love Autumn Hearth, you love Forever Fall. You have so much stuff to warm, and then they're going to be coming out with new stuff. Just do 2. So that's what I did. Also, because I knew that I had a couple bricks of it that I had purchased. And fingers crossed, I am hoping that they still have a few more of these bricks, you know, that maybe will hit a flash sale at some point or something like that. And I'm going to be buying them. Okay. So if you want them, you better get on there first because you're going to be competing with me because I'm going to be getting on there looking for these bricks and I'm going to be checking out with them as quick as I can. So yeah. So there's those 2. I'm very excited for those bars. I cannot wait to warm them. I also have Disney Aladdin 3 Wishes. So this is another favorite bar of mine. Now, if you see Disney bars in here, just know that I must really, really love them because, you know, Disney bars are a little bit more expensive. They're, you know, $7 instead of the $6. And to pay a little bit more for a bar means that I really, really love it. So I'm really careful about what Disney bars I decide to keep or licensed bars that I decide to keep because I'm always thinking to myself, really, is it worth the extra money? But sometimes I do find that Disney or licensed bars smell a little bit stronger to me or seem to perform better. And I've said this before, blueberry scents I love blueberry scents. Blueberry everything. Okay. Scentsy does not have enough blueberry scents. And then they went and discontinued Berry Bright, which was really the only blueberry scent that we had in the catalog. So they did not put Berry Bright in the spring summer catalog. So thankfully I have this Aladdin 3 Wishes in my club, and I also have Blueberry Rush in my club. This bar is amazing. It's an amazing performer. It smells like blueberry, sugared plums, blackberry, and cranberry. And it was July 2021. It might have come out again since then. I don't know. But absolutely beautiful. This one has a very sweet edge to it. It's comparable to Blueberry Rush. I mean, they are a little bit different, but they are similar to me. I think this one might lean a little bit more towards like a cotton candy type blueberry. It's sweet. They both perform about the same. I don't know. I think Blueberry Rush might have a little bit better longevity than this one. I don't know. I really need to compare them again. I need to warm them again and really compare them in this house because Blueberry Rush I've had for a really, really long time. And it used to be like a powerhouse in my older house that we had that wasn't open concept like this. Like you could smell it outside. I mean, it was just a powerhouse when I would warm that bar. But I'll try to do that at some time. I'll try to warm them side by side and see which one performs better or if they really are as similar as I think they are. So there's that one. I love that one. So I also have another Disney one here, Disney Moana. This one was on the chopping block. And again, it's because I don't want to pay extra for Disney bars. And so most of the Disney bars I rewarmed and made sure that, I wanted to keep them in my club. I could not delete this one. I could not do it. This one is watery melon, and it also has pineapple and plumeria. Now, this one came out 7/1/2022. I think I've had it since then. And then it was available again last year. Was that in the fall? I think they just released this again recently. So maybe some of you have gotten to try it, but this one is so good. So good. I don't really have that many watermelon scents in my club anymore. I used to have watermelon patch. I used to have watermelon mint, which I wish that I had those back in my club. But again, they were just ones that I had to cut something from my club and then they didn't make it. But this one really is a watery melon. I don't smell a whole lot of pineapple. I do smell some of the plumeria when it warms, but it's not overly floral by any means. Mostly what you smell is that watery melon, like a watermelon, but it smells juicy and watery, and it's beautiful. This is like the perfect summer scent. I love warming this one in the summer, and it is a fantastic performer. So Yes, this is a great bar. I could not delete it, so I had to keep it. I also have Disney Frightfully Delightful. I'm sure a lot of you tried this one in the fall when we had it. So this one is Golden Pumpkin, Harvest Peach, Whipped Vanilla, and Brown Sugar. Came out in fall 2023, and then it was available again 9/1/2024. And I like this one. I think at some point I might delete this one from my club. I went ahead and added it again just because I do enjoy it. I usually mix it with something with cinnamon just because I like to add some spices to it. But I feel like the peach in this one makes this one a little bit more unique. I like warming this one early in the fall season. I feel like it's because it has less spices, it's more of a early type bar, like August, late August, September. I really like warming this one. So I kept this one in my club for now, but it might get cut. I can't decide. Just because, I have a lot of pumpkin scents. I mean, how many do I need? This one is Sugar Plumberry. I've talked about this one before. I love this one. This one is an amazing performer. It's strong. It goes more than a day for sure. It's been a little while since I've warmed it, but I know it goes like for 1 or 2 days, depending on where I warm it. This description says spiced citrus peels, evergreen berries, sugar plums, and cinnamon sticks. It was from the 2019 holiday bricks. And it is just really good. You can smell evergreen. You can smell the citrus to it. You can smell the berries, and you can smell the cinnamon. I mean, it just has everything in it. This bar is most similar that I can recall to Boho, which I've talked about this before. Boho is my main Scentsy heartbreak. That bar got deleted from my club by accident. I was trying to delete another bar and accidentally deleted Boho. And that happened a while back because I don't think Boho has been available for a while. But I mean, I was just trying to quickly edit one day and just somehow deleted Boho. And it was literally in my top 5 favorite scents of all time. I mean, maybe my number 2 favorite scent. I don't know. That bar is absolutely amazing. If you ever see Boho available for voting, just please pass some votes to that one because it is amazing. It's like spiced berries. It lasts for days in the warmer. It's an amazing performer. So this one is in no comparison to that one really, but it is similar in the fact that it is, berries, has some cinnamon to it, things like that. So when I'm really craving boho, I will throw this one in the warmers. But this one has evergreen in it, which boho did not have. So, I mean, they really aren't the same. But I only have a couple bars left of boho, and I am just hoarding those. I don't let myself warm that one unless I just absolutely have to smell it. Yeah, Sugar Plum Berry is really, really good, but I wish boho would come back. If that one would come back, I would add so many of that to my club and stock up and keep it in my club. Ever since that happened, I am super particular when I am editing my club. I make sure when you click that delete button and then that message pops up that you read it really good and then delete things because I just have a fear of that happening again. I also have gingerbread hugs, which I am happy to see that it came in this really pretty packaging with the full packaging again. This bar was with the Sugar Chalet warmer bundle that they had. And I had, what was it? Goody gumdrops. I had that one in here as well, but I took it out of my club. So I didn't get that one, but I do have I think it was whipped frosting. It's in here. There was a pretty good bit of gingerbread bars that came out last year. And gingerbread hugs was really the only one that I kept. There was ginger cookie crunch. I had that one in my club, but I deleted it. And then there was the gingerbread cheesecake. I had that one in my club and I deleted it in favor of this one. I kept this one. Now, the other gingerbread scent that I really like is the gingerbread pecan waffles, which was in the fall winter catalog. I have added that one to my club. I didn't let it ship with this club. Once my club processed February 17th, after it was done doing that, I added all of the fall winter bars that, I'm afraid of discontinuing, like the ones that I wanted to keep. I added those to my club. So they didn't ship with this club, but they will ship with my next club. One of the ones that I added was the gingerbread pecan waffles because I really, really love that bar as well. but I do love gingerbread hugs. This bar is just absolutely lovely. Will I keep it forever? I don't know. I really like gingerbread scents, and this one is such a good gingerbread bakery scent that I just couldn't let it go. Like, I wanted to have it for this coming up holiday just in case they don't make another good gingerbread scent. This one smells like fresh baked gingerbread, vanilla, and nutmeg. And it's the nutmeg in here that I think I really, really like. It gives it that spicy edge to it. And then you've got the gingerbread and you've got the vanilla helping blend everything together, but it's not overly vanilla. So I don't know. I really enjoyed this one. I'm glad to have another one of those. I will definitely save that one for the holidays and be warming that then. I also have Dream Big Princess. So I did have True Love Awaits, I believe. That I had that Disney bar in here as well, and I made the decision between the two. I cut that one and I kept this one. Yes, I love this one a lot more because in my opinion, this one is more fruity and the other one was more floral. I did like the other one, but I love this one a lot more. This one is girly, it's pretty, it's fruity. It's a good one. This one smells like bright lemon, dazzling orange, and fruity bubble gum, infused with coconut milk and whipped vanilla. It was available August 2023, and then it was available again this past October in 2024 for the Princess collection that came out. And it is so good. Like, you can smell that lemon, you can smell the orange, you can smell the bubble gum. I don't smell like coconut. I don't really smell any coconut in this one. But when it warms, it's just girly, it's fun, it's sweet and fruity, and this is a great scent. I like this one a lot for spring, so I'll probably be warming this one soon. I also have a Perk Me Up. So I love coffee scents. If you've watched my club videos before, you know that I love my coffee scents. I'm not sure if the Friends bar is in here because at the time it was still available. I think it was still available, so I might not have let it ship with this club, but I think I have since added it back. But it's another one that I'm not sure that I'm going to keep just because the Friends bar has coconut in it. So it's got like a coconut creamer type vibe to it. And I'm just not a big fan of that. I would rather it smell just mostly like coffee. So I might delete that one eventually. But this Perk Me Up. This Perk Me Up is amazing. It smells like a strong brew of Guatemalan coffee beans and just a touch of hazelnut. This was Bring Back My Bar for January 2023. This bar smells a little off. Okay, that's so strange. The last club, I remember the last club that I got, I thought that the bar smelled so amazing. It smelled more coffee than normal. And this bar smells more chocolate. It smells like chocolate. What in the world? This is so crazy. Okay. This is not the same bar. I'm telling you, this is not the same bar. This doesn't smell anything like coffee. This is so strange. I might have to contact Scentsy about this because this smells like a little bit like Mocha Doodle, but more chocolatey, like more chocolate than that. It almost smells like Hugging a Mug. Like, really, it smells like Hugging a Mug. There's like a sourness to it. This is not Perk Me Up. Perk Me Up does not smell like that. Perk Me Up smells way more coffee than this one. So I'm going to have to dig out that other bar that I got recently and compare them. I want to say that that is crazy to me. Wow, I've never received a bar before that smells that off. Like, it does not smell anything like it normally does. So that's a little bit of a disappointment because even though I liked the smell of Hugging a Mug, you know, I like the smell of like a chocolate. Ooh, there's something sour. Okay, that is so strange. I don't even know what to do with that. I've never had this happen before. That is so weird. Okay, I'll definitely have to contact them about that and figure out what is going on because that's strange. Okay, so moving on. Let me put that one to the side. Normally, Perk Me Up is absolutely amazing. It's a coffee scent that is strong. It smells like coffee. I like to warm it in a warmer and then have something else going in some other warmers, like some bakery scents or something, so that it just smells like, I've brewed a cup of coffee or, something like that. I don't normally just have the coffee scent going by itself, but I do enjoy smelling it. But not that one. There's something off with that bar. Okay, I also have Orchard by the Sea. This is another fresh type bar that I have, but this one is different from the rest because it is really fruity. I love this one for now, for in the springtime. The description says apple orchard, sea salt, crisp linens, and green mango. So you can definitely smell the apples. I don't know so much about the mango, but you can definitely smell the crisp linens and a little bit of salt. This one was from the 2023 Spring Bricks. So from the bottom right here, you can definitely smell that crisp type apple. So beautiful. Love this one a lot. I will definitely be warming this one for the spring. Another one that I have here is Candy Cane Wishes. And this one, it does look like they sent me maybe an older bar. I don't know. This one does change colors. Like it does get discolored like this. The oils kind of turn it. Wow, this one is super strong though. This is a very strong bar. I don't know if you've never smelled Candy Cane Wishes before. The peppermint in this one is so strong. This one, the description says sugar crystals, mighty peppermint, and icy musk. This was from a 2019 holiday brick, and this one, the reason why I keep this one in my club is just because I like that sugar crystal note with the peppermint and then the icy musk. I feel like as it sits in your warmers a little bit, that musk starts to come out. It helps longevity wise, and I like the way it blends in the warmers and smells. However, back when I added this to club back in like 2019, we really didn't have a whole lot of peppermint choices, and so I've kept it in my club since then. But since then, we've got Meant to Be Merry. We have like the perfect peppermint that's usually available in the catalog, and we've had a lot of peppermint type scents. We've got the candy cane buttercream and all kinds of things. So this one I usually contemplate taking out of my club. I haven't done it yet, but I feel like this one is going to be deleted soon. I have a good bit of these stashed up, and really the only time that I warm this bar is around the holidays. So I don't know. I don't know what to do about this one. Let me know. Is this one that you've tried? Do you think I should take this one out of my club? Because I cannot decide. It is pretty. Like, it is different from the other ones just because of that musk note and the sugary note, but I don't know if it's so different that I have to keep it. But I do love it, and it really is a good performer. Okay, this one is the Villains Just One Bite. This one I will never remove because I love this bar so much. Oh, this bar is heaven. Okay, so I do love Autumn Hearth, and I love Forever Fall for fall. Those are just amazing bars. But this one is also a fall staple that I love. It's so pretty. This one is more of like a fall dessert type bar. The description says apple, warm cinnamon, and black molasses. Now, it doesn't mention any type of a pastry note or a pie note or anything like that, but there is definitely something in here giving it some sort of pastry vibe, because I don't have to mix anything with this bar. I can warm it just like this. I don't have to mix, a pastry type note with it. It's already there, and I love it just the way it is. There is something here giving it like an extra sweet, syrupy type smell, which I guess is that black molasses, and I really enjoy it. The cinnamon in here is perfect. This is absolutely beautiful. Now, this was available back in September 2023, and this is just an amazing bar. The only problem with this one is the performance, because this one does not have good longevity. It is a fantastic strong bar for, 15 hours or so. And then after that, you really can't smell it anymore. So that part of it I don't like. However, I love this scent so much, and it's a Disney bar. I will continue paying the price for it just to be able to enjoy it in the fall. And I don't know. I just love it too much to delete it. I just can't, even though I only get like the 15 hours for it. Now, if I put it in a bathroom or if I put it in a smaller room or something like that, I get better longevity, but I want to warm it out here, and it just doesn't perform the best out here. Okay, so I also have red cedar and sage. Now, this bar is in my club, but it is not for me. Not for me. Not for me. This bar is not for me. This is for a friend who loves this bar, and I cannot warm this bar. The description says, run free through red cedar, sage, and fresh forest greens. It was Bring Back My Bar for January 2024. This bar is so strong. This bar is so sharp that I just cannot do it. Woo! So, woodsy scents are just not my jam anyway. And this one is just not for me. If you like those really sharp, like high-pitched type woodsy scents, green, cedar, like you like the smell of cedar, you would love this bar because this is an amazing performing bar. This bar is so strong. It is a powerhouse and it goes. So amazing bar. I keep this one in my club for a friend who absolutely loves it, but I cannot warm that one. I cannot do it. Okay, so Everything Nice. This bar is amazing. This, I don't like the smell of it on cold. I will say that. There is something, I don't like the smell of it on cold, but that just goes to show how much bars can change, because when it's in the warmers, it is absolutely beautiful. It smells delicious and it's beautiful. The description says sugar and spice and everything nice, deep caramel and swirls of butter with roasted pumpkin and glazed pecans. And that's what it is. That caramel mixed with the butter, mixed with roasted pumpkins, mixed with pecans. Like you can smell the pecans. Oh, it is so good. Those things together, the butter, the roasted pumpkin, the caramel, and the glazed pecans, I mean, it's absolutely amazing. The pecan note in this one is my favorite. I don't really like the smell of it on cold, but like I said, when it warms in the warmers, you can really smell all of those things come together. It's buttery. It's that nutty type smell with it. It's got the roasted pumpkin. It's got the caramel, but it's not a burnt caramel. It's beautiful. If you like bakery and you like fragrances like that, you would love this. It is definitely a heavy type bakery scent. So usually I don't warm this one throughout the year. I usually warm this one come, September and fall, but I really enjoy this one. It's beautiful. I also have banana nut bread. So this one is just a classic banana nut bread right from the oven with ripe bananas, nuts, and spices. This was Bring Back My Bar for 2022. That's when I added it, but we just had it for Bring Back My Bar for this January 2025. So I'm sure a lot of you got to try it and fell in love with it because it really is an amazing bar. I'm not really big on banana scents. My husband loves banana scents, but out of all the banana scents, this one's my favorite just because it's like a bakery banana and I like the spices that's in it, even though there's not a whole lot of spices, but the spices really come out more when it's warming. It kind of comes together. It smells more like banana nut bread when it's warming. You smell a lot of banana here, and when it's warming, you don't smell quite as much like in your face banana, and maybe that's why I can enjoy this one more than some banana scents that Scentsy makes. So I don't foresee me taking this one out of my club anytime soon. I have a couple friends who love this bar as well, and I don't know, this one, I don't understand why they don't keep this one around year round, because people seem to love this one. So, and it seems to come back for the Bring Back My Bar. So they should just keep that one. I don't know. I also have pink sugarberry mint. So this one I have tried to delete and I just can't do it. Pink sugarberry mint. There is nothing else like this bar. It is sweet. It's girly. It's like fruity, and it's got that slight bubblegum mint to it. It's just very slightly got a mint. So if you shy away from mint, but you like the bubblegum mint, it's just slightly there, and it's beautiful. And it's a great performer. This bar right here was a favorite among a lot of my customers. My husband loves this one. I love this one. The description is raspberry, sugar, and the sweetest hint of peppermint. So this was the scent of the month from March 2021. To me, it does smell more of like a bubblegum type mint, but it's beautiful. I can't delete this one. I have a good bit of that one stashed, and so I keep telling myself, oh, you'll be safe to delete it, but I'm scared it will never come back. All right, and so here is the Sherbet Lemon, the Harry Potter Honeydukes collection. I talked about this bar when I was talking about the February scent of the month, Luck of the Rainbow. This bar is so good. It's so tart and like sour and sweet at the same time. The description says sparkling sugar uplifts bright notes of orange, lime, and candied lemon honeydukes. So it does smell like, I don't really smell much orange with this one, but you can smell a little bit of the lime, and you can smell those, it smells like those lemon candies. And it's got like the sweetness, it's got a little bit of sour to it. So this was available in March 2024 for that Harry Potter Honeydukes collection. And I hope that they bring that collection back out again, maybe at some point, so that, you know, if you guys missed out on these, you can give it a try, because there were some good bars in that collection. Ultimately, I cut them all and just kept this one, but I did like a lot of them. But this one, I can't seem to delete that one, because I love lemon scents, and that one is unique. And I don't know, I love it. Okay, I also have Glacier Water. So this one is definitely more manly than the other fresh scents that I have. Definitely leans manly, but this bar is a powerhouse. This is a powerhouse bar. One bar of this will last me so long. Wow, it is so strong. I don't know if it's just me, if I'm just sensitive to this bar and maybe the notes that's in it, but it is so strong. Now, longevity, I wouldn't say it really goes past 2 days, but it is so strong. The description says glacier water, bright bergamot, aquatic lavender, and driftwood. And it was scent of the month for August 2022. It's very strong. You can smell a little bit of the lavender, the bergamot, and the driftwood. So for me, bergamot sometimes can lean masculine, and so can driftwood. And so I guess that's what's given it that masculine type feel. And then you've got like the lavender. Even though you don't smell lavender a whole lot, this is so strong. Like, it's almost making my eyes water. Such a strong bar. I mean, out here in the open concept, I would not have to use, I honestly think I could maybe use 1 cube out here in this open concept, and it would just be strong enough. But I don't usually use it out here. I will in the summer, but this is not one that, even though it's a fresh type scent, it smells a little manly. So I like using this one in the bathroom, but it is a powerhouse in the bathroom. So I don't have to use much. I can just use like half a cube. And so a bar lasts me forever. So I have contemplated taking it out of my club, but it's just such a good bar. I have a few customers who love this bar. And so I haven't been able to take it out of my club, but it is a nice bar. I really love this one. It is so strong. Okay, I also have Orchard Apple and Spice. I've had Orchard Apple and Spice for quite a while in my club. And so it came down to Apple Spice Season or Orchard Apple and Spice. Those were the 2 bars that went, against each other. I had to delete one out of my club, and I chose to delete the Apple Spice Season only because I was thinking, okay, this was a really good seller. I feel like it might come back in the fall winter catalog for this year. So if it doesn't, I made the choice and I cut it because I just love this bar. I couldn't let it go. But I do feel like it was a fantastic seller and it might come back. So I deleted that one. Orchard Apple and Spice has orchard apple, bright cherry, and warm spice. So it has a cherry note in it that I just really love. This is a bar that I will warm all year if I'm just craving like an apple spice type scent, because it also has the cherry in it. So it smells a little bit more fruity, if that makes sense. But this was from the 2021 Harvest Collection, and I don't know if we'll ever see it again. So I just couldn't delete it. I love this one. This one's amazing. I also like mixing this one with anything that I want to add a little bit of like apple spice to. So it's a good one. So here are the other 2 ocean bars that go with the 6. So there's 8 ocean, and there's those. Okay, these bars I'm most excited for here. These are the Disney Signature Treats collection bars. So like I said, if I add multiples to a bar, then it means that I really love them, especially if it's a Disney or licensed bar. And so I added 2 of these Disney Mickey Mouse Cinnamon Bun Bash. I had to add 2 of these. I had, like 4 in my club because I just love this one so much, but I did cut it down to 2 because, again, I had to have a pep talk with myself and just tell myself, you don't need this much wax. So I cut it down to 2. Eventually, I might cut this down to 1, but I really have none of this in stock because I didn't buy any more of the collections because the churro one, if you remember those warm reviews and cold sniffs and all of that churro bar was absolutely terrible, like smelling like jalapenos and craziness. So I didn't actually buy any more of the collections. And then I don't think I ever actually ordered, maybe 1 or 2 more. I can't remember, but I didn't like stock up on these bars before they discontinued. So I'm just keeping them at, 2 for now, just to stock up a little bit. And then I will cut them down to 1 at some point. But this bar, okay, let's talk about this one. So, you could go back and watch that video to hear like really in-depth thoughts about this bar, but the description says baked pastry dough sprinkled with sweet cinnamon and a drizzle of vanilla glaze. Now, these came out October 2024 for that Disney Signature Treats collection. It's the baked pastry dough in this bar that I love so much. And there were some consultants that didn't really mention the baked pastry dough. That's like the main thing I smell in here with the cinnamon. And when it went in my warmers, it was just so strong. It filled up the room so fast, and it was just absolutely beautiful. I could not believe how much of a doughy note is in this bar. And that may not be for everyone. Like, it's definitely a doughy type note with like a sweet type cinnamon, not like a super spicy cinnamon. Oh, it's so beautiful. It's so, so beautiful. So I definitely grabbed the 2 just because I know, like, I do want to stock up on it, but I also never really got to mix this with a lot of things and like play around with it because I really want to try mixing it and, see what I like this one with, because I feel like because of that doughy pastry type note that I'm going to like it mixed with some other bars that I have. So I'm very excited for this bar. The other one that I'm super excited for is the Fruit and Hazelnut Waffle Delight, which was also from the Disney Signature Treats collection. So this bar, I believe this one was the one that I rated number 1. I'm pretty sure this is the one I rated number 1, and that's because of the blueberry note. Oh my, I have forgotten how good this is. Where is the description? Okay, the description says a warm and fluffy waffle smothered in creamy hazelnut spread and topped with fresh blueberries and red strawberries. Oh, the blueberries in this one is so good. You can smell the waffle, you can smell the blueberries, you can slightly smell like a hazelnut, and you can definitely smell the strawberries. So when it warms, though, you can really smell the fruitiness of this one. You can smell the waffle a little bit better. This one is just perfect for summer. It's such a good summer bakery type bar, spring bakery. I love this one so much. Like I've said, we need more blueberry scents, and this one, I would love to see this one in the catalog. I don't think that they would put like this type of Disney bar in the catalog, I guess. I don't know, but I would love this one to be around for spring, summer, and just be able to get it whenever I want it. This one is so good. Even once I have some stock, I mean, I probably will warm this one so much I can't even build up stock. So I don't know if I can cut this one down to one. Okay, and then from that same collection, I ordered one of the glazed almond dreams. And honestly, I had this one at 2 as well, but I talked myself out of it just because, I had to make some cuts. I really did. And this one, I think I had rated number 3. I also had the apple one, Candy Apple Delight maybe. There was a candy apple one that was also in the mix. I did have it in my club, but I took it out again because I had to make some cuts. But I really did enjoy that bar too. I didn't really like it that much on my initial warm, but I had went back and warmed it some more after that, and I got better performance from it, and I did like it, but I did delete it. But this one is amazing. The description says, "Go nuts for roasted almonds coated in sweet sugar and sparkling cinnamon." The roasted almonds and the sparkling cinnamon, it's like a sweet cinnamon again. Oh, it's so good. The roasted almonds in this one was so amazing how they captured that in this bar. It reminded me so much of going to like a Christmas type craft show, around the holidays, and they were roasting the almonds there that they sell with like the cinnamon sugar on them. It smells so good. Okay, so that one is amazing. I really do love that one. It was also a really good performer. So I had to keep that one. Okay, so the other one in here I have 2 of, which means that I love it. This is the Jamming Jubilee. Love this bar so much. I had 4 of these in my club, and again, I had to make some cuts, and I told myself, you don't need that many because you have plenty of other fruity type scents. But this is probably my favorite berry type scent, strawberry type scent. I don't know. I mean, I like my strawberry type scents because this one's not just strawberry, but as far as like a berry type scent, this is probably my favorite. It was an amazing performer. I had such good performance out of this. I know I just did the flash sale, haul video, and I grabbed a couple of these pods because those pods are good performers as well. I was so disappointed that this bar did not make it to the spring summer catalog. I thought for sure that this scent was going to be in the spring summer catalog just because it was an amazing seller and they didn't put it in there. I much prefer this one to Berry Sweet, which was the new, one of the new bars this past spring and summer, and it's in the catalog. That one is a good scent. I do like the smell of that one. It does have a little bit of like a blueberry type scent to that one, I think just slightly, but the performance of Berry Sweet is nowhere near as good as the performance of this Jam and Jubilee. The description of this one says, red berry compote, blackberry zest, and sugared syrup. This was scent of the month for June 2024. I love this scent. It is sweet. You can definitely smell that syrupy type note with it. So it is on the sweet side, but it is a beautiful sweet berry and the performance is there. So if you ever see Jam and Jubilee and you like really sweet berry type scents, I would highly recommend this one. If I ever see this one in clearance, you can best believe I'm going to be stocking up on this one. So I also have Honeycrisp Harvest. This was another favorite of mine, the scent of the months from last year. So I did have a couple of these in my club. I had, I think 2 or 3, and I cut it down to 1 just because I had to. I really love this one, but this is another one I was taking a gamble on, and I'm really hoping that this one is in the fall winter catalog. It may not be, it just may not be, but I mean, I'm hoping that it will be. This was an amazing seller for me and my customers. This was scent of the month for August 2024. The description says, bountiful orchards of Honeycrisp apple and fresh pear anticipate the harvest with hints of warm musk. And I have a lot of bars in my club that have musk in them. I guess I really like the smell of like musk. Like when a bar has musk in it, it just seems to last longer in my warmers. And I don't know, I guess I like that. So I really love this bar. It smells so good. This is definitely a bar that I will warm year round because it is apple and pear. There's not really any cinnamon in this one, which was another reason why it was so popular with my customers, because for people that don't really like spice, but you still want like a fall type apple scent. I mean, this one is beautiful. And I don't know. It also smells springish and summery at the same time. Like I feel like I can make this one work and it will be acceptable to warm this. So definitely, I probably should have kept this one at 2, but that's okay. I have plenty of other things to warm. That's what I tell myself. Okay, so I had to step away just for a minute, but I'm back now. I'm going to try to finish this video. I knew that it was going to be a long one, but I'm kind of running out of time, but I'm hoping that I can finish going through this box before I need to leave. There's still a good bit in here, but we'll see what we can do. So I do have these 2 bars. I did add 2 of this one, and that's only because, I mean, I do love this one, but I have a few friends that love this one. This one is called Snuggle Up. So this one was in the Bring Back My Bar that we just had for January of this year. And I already knew that I love this bar. I remember this bar back when it was in the Catching Z's collection. I don't know, it was some kind of like sleep collection. And the original packaging, there was like a cat on the front, and you know, it was like a cute packaging. And I always loved that bar. I actually have a couple of them left that I had kind of been saving, but now I don't have to because it came back so that we could add it to club. So I am glad that it came back. And I used to have this one in my club and I deleted it a long time ago just because I wasn't using it as much as some of my other cozy scents like Fuzzy Blanket. But I've kind of grown to love it again. Like I said, I have some customers that love it. The thing about this one is it is so insanely strong and it's a powerhouse. And I'm just, yes, I want my bars to perform really, really well, but I don't like them to be really aggressive. And so I don't have to add a lot of wax of this one. And so a bar lasts me a really long time. I had a pretty good bit of like a stash that I had collected. And so I deleted it from my club, even though it was one that I really enjoyed. Well, now I have a few friends who love it. So I just decided we're going to add 2 for now. We'll stock back up and then maybe delete it from our club again. I don't know. I can't decide. This one is a really, really good performer. It smells amazing. It would be in another amazing laundry scent, I think. Snuggle Up says, settle down in cashmere woods, curled up with angel lavender and soothing sage. Definitely can smell the lavender. I don't know about the soothing sage. There's something in here that smells like I said, like a laundry type clean scent. I guess that cashmere woods is that giving it it's giving it a little bit of a softness to it, even though this is a very strong scent in my opinion. Like it almost is too strong for me, but it is so beautiful. It's a very calming, cozy type scent and I love it. This one has been extremely popular with my customers. Okay, I also have a Follow the Rainbow. I love this bar. My husband loves this bar. So the description for this one says, a vibrant mix of golden pineapple, sugared berries, and blood orange journeys to the end of the rainbow. And this was for the 2024 St. Patrick's Day collection. And it really is a vibrant type scent. It's very pineapple, and I love that about it. It's got the sugared berries, and it's got the orange in it. You can definitely smell all of those things when it's warming. It is a very strong bar. It didn't last over 24 hours for me, but I mean, it was pretty strong the whole time that it was in the warmers. My husband absolutely loved this one. And normally he likes scents that are more sweet than this and like really girly scents for some reason. And so when he really liked this one, it surprised me because this is an extremely fruity, deeper type fruity scent in my opinion, even though it also smells like juicy and vibrant. I don't know. It shocked me. And I'm glad that he liked this one because I don't have a whole lot of like tropical fruity type scents in my club. And I had the black raspberry sangria one a few clubs ago that processed, like a few clubs ago, I had that one in there. And I cut it and I kept this one. Well, I like this one a lot better. I like how much pineapple is in this one. So I'm looking forward to warming this one this summer. I'm looking forward to having this one going. So it's just a happier type fruity scent. I love this. It smells really good. I also have a Pima Cotton. This one I almost cut from my club, but I do have a friend who loves this bar. It really does smell good. It's a very good laundry type scent. I don't warm a whole lot of laundry type scents. I don't really have a plug-in or anywhere that I can put a warmer actually in my laundry room, but you know, I have the laundry room bathroom that's right there with it, but usually in the bathroom I do more like fresh type scents. I don't really do laundry type scents. But this one is a really pretty one. The description says a light, clean blend of lilies, freesia, and jasmine, which just sounds like something that I would never like because that sounds extremely floral. And it is a little bit floral, but it's more like laundry floral. So it is floral, but it's more laundry floral. And I swear there's something in here that smells almost minty or cool. Like a eucalyptus type cool, almost like the coolness, like it's cold laundry that you just pulled out of the wash machine. I know that sounds crazy. I don't know how they captured that, but I swear there's something in here that's giving it just a hint of like an icy coolness. So I do love this one. This one came back for Bring Back My Bar January 2023, and I have enjoyed that one. I also have Perfectly Cute. And this is the one that I was talking about in my Valentine's collection warm reviews, that it reminded me a lot of the apricot clouds. But I love this one so much. I think I love this one better than that one. I haven't like warmed them against each other to see. I did add the apricot clouds to my club for now, but I think I will decide between the two and cut one of the two from my club. This one is just a beautiful, it's got a little bit of like floral to it, but it also has the pear. The description says golden pear, whipped vanilla, and apricot blossom. And it was the 2024 Valentine's collection. So you can definitely smell the pear. You can smell a little bit of the apricot. You've got the vanilla in there. It all just smooths and blends together. And it was a good performer. And I don't know, perfect for spring. I love this one. So I'll be warming this one soon. I love that one. Also have Blueberry Rush. So this is the one that is very similar to the Aladdin 3 Wishes. This is one of my husband's top favorite scents. Like if blueberry cheesecake is his #1 scent, this is probably his #2 favorite scent. So I guess he's like me. I guess he also loves blueberry. we both love blueberry. This one is so strong. It's so good. It's sweet. It's so blueberry. It's also an amazing performer. Like I said, when I was talking about the Aladdin 3 Wishes, at our old house, we would used to warm this one and you could smell it outside. Like somehow it would just, you know, it just goes into every room. It would go outside. Now it doesn't do that so much here, but it still takes over this whole space and it's just a really good performer. Longevity wise though, it doesn't really go past 24 hours for me here in this house. It did better in our older house, but I love this bar so much. I love this scent. I wish it was back in the catalog so that we could get it in scent circles and we can get it in more stuff, but at least I have it in the wax. So the description for this Blueberry Rush is a sweet surge of ripe blueberry leads a luscious bouquet of lively cranberry, blackcurrant, and pomegranate. And it was the Bring Back My Bar for January 2022, but I've had it in my club way longer than that just because he has always loved this bar. But yes, if you love blueberry scents and you have not tried Blueberry Rush or the 3 Wishes Aladdin bar, if you can get your hands on one, you will love it. So the next bar I have here is Summer Sippin'. And this one was just available for the January 2025 Bring Back My Bar that we just had. And I did really, really like this bar on cold. There is like a sourness here to the lemon, and then, you know, it's got the berry note, and I really did like it. I warmed it. I wasn't super impressed with, you know, the performance of this bar. And also I feel like the lemon started to lean a little bit like on the clean side. And I mean, it is a little bit sour and tart, but there was just something about the lemon that I didn't really care for. So me personally, I would prefer to just make my own mix of some of my lemon scents with a berry scent. But my husband fell in love with this bar, and I don't really know why, but he really liked it. So I just kept it in my club for him because I felt bad that I deleted banana berry. So he loves banana berry, and I've had that in my club, and I had deleted that, and so he doesn't have that bar anymore. I mean, he was fine with me deleting it, but so I kept this one for him, for now. But I feel like this one won't stick around for long. I'll just grab a couple of them and then be done with that one. These two bars here, I have pink apple and nectarine, and then I have ruby nectarine. Now, these bars are just very similar to me. The pink apple and nectarine, and then ruby nectarine. And I know I've talked about these before. This ruby nectarine was on a flash sale for like 60 cents a bar, and I grabbed a bunch of them. And it's just amazing. It's one of my favorite spring bars to warm. And then this pink apple and nectarine, I've grabbed a brick of it before that was available in like a flash sale or clearance or something. It is stronger, in my opinion, than the ruby nectarine, even though they're both fantastic performers. And then the pink apple and nectarine leans a little bit more floral than the ruby nectarine. The ruby nectarine is more fruity. Ruby nectarine smells like juicy nectarine and ruby apple blended with pear blossom. And it says put a fresh spin on fruity. And so it was scent of the month for April 2022. It's definitely fruity with just a slight like floral to it, but beautiful. I love this one for spring so much. I cannot get enough of that bar. I'm so glad that I was able to grab some extra ones on that flash sale so that I can use it as much as I want to. And then the pink apple and nectarine says pink apple and golden nectarine dance in a field of wild poppies with less sugarcane. And it was from the spring bricks in 2023. And there's just something about this one. This one reminds me a lot of the bar that we used to have that was sweet pea and vanilla. There was like a little bit of something in that bar that reminds me of this fragrance. It's just something. I don't know. The floral note of it, I guess, just reminds me of this one. But I really love this one. It's just a little bit too much floral for me. I have to just use a little bit of this wax, or it's just too much. It's just too strong. But I do love this one in the spring. I also love this one in the summer. So I'll definitely be warming this one. I just can't seem to delete one of these yet, but I think eventually I will. And when I do, I think that I will delete the pink apple and nectarine, and I'll keep the ruby nectarine. This next one here is Peaks and Pines. And I've talked about this one before, like from the flash sale from that video that I just uploaded. Peaks and Pines is just not really a scent that is one that I absolutely love. I do like it, but it will take me a long time to warm a bar of it because it smells like it has some eucalyptus in it, even though the description says notes of dewy greens, lavender, and cedarwood. So it doesn't mention eucalyptus or something minty, but it definitely smells like it. This was from the Harvest Collection from this past year. And the reason why I have it in my club is just because I had a couple friends that loved it, and I wanted to have some on hand for them or to give as gifts. But I do like it myself. I feel like if I was in the mood for a scent like this, I would reach for it, but it's really not one that I absolutely love. I'm just not big on woodsy type scents or green type scents like that. I also have Meant to Be Merry. So you guys know I love this scent. I've talked about this a lot. This is my favorite mint scent, I think, of all time that Scentsy has had, this Meant to Be Merry. It just smells like amazing mint cookies, mint cupcakes, something like that. The description says, candy cane and sparkling sugar brighten a creamy butter cookie. So this was scent of the month for November of 2023, and then it was available again for November 2024 scents of the season. So I've had it in my club since it was a scent of the month for November 2023, just because I fell in love with it then. And it really does smell like that creamy butter type cookie, but there's also something about it that reminds me of cupcakes. And it's a scent that I could warm year round. Like, it's not just holiday specific for me. Like, I do like it for the holidays, but I also love it for any time that I'm craving a bakery with maybe just a hint of something minty. So I love this bar. I did have 2 in my club, but I took it down to 1 just because I have so many other bars. I had to make some cuts. So, this one went down to 1, but I won't be removing it from my club. I love this one. I also have the absolutely perfect bar that was the Aristocats bar. I love this one. This one is definitely a floral bar though. It's cherry blossoms, creamy vanilla, and fresh spring air. This one was from February 2024. And this one definitely has cherry blossoms and it has a little bit of vanilla, but really the note that I really like in this bar is that fresh spring air. Sometimes it just surprises me how Scentsy can capture some things, and it really does have like a fresh spring air note. So I do love this one. My mother-in-law also likes this bar, and so I keep this one in my club. I think this one is absolutely beautiful for spring. So I couldn't delete it. Will I keep this one for forever? Maybe not. I have to be in the mood to smell this one just because it is more on the floral side, but I do love this one. I also have whipped frosting, and I still absolutely love this gold full packaging. So this was from the Sugar Chalet, the gingerbread warmer bundle that we had. And I do love this bar. It does smell amazing. It's a fantastic bakery bar. So this one smells like whipped butter, frosted vanilla, and golden sugar. And so, definitely bakery. Definitely smells like a cake of some sort, like the frosting. And then, like I've said before, it reminds me of that lip gloss from back in the day that was called vanilla frosting or something like that. That's just what it reminds me of, and I really do love this one. I also like this one as a mixer to mix with other things. I don't know that I will keep this one in my club for forever, but I don't know. I really do love this one. This one is almost too sweet for me, and I mean, I love bakery type scents, but my husband likes this one too, so I don't know. We might end up keeping this one for a while, at least to get a pretty good stash, but this one is really nice. Okay, so the next bar that I have here is Strawberry Sweetie, and this is another amazing strawberry bar. I absolutely love this packaging. I think it's so cute. I just love strawberry scents. I like them all. I really do love this one. This one is such a good one to mix with other things. I still think Strawberry Bliss is my favorite, but Strawberry Sweetie is so good. It just smells like a sweet sugared strawberry. Let's see. The description says, a fruity delight of juicy strawberries sprinkled with sugar. It was the Bring Back My Bar for January 2024. And, I have never smelled it before, that Bring Back My Bar. So I'm glad that people voted for this one to come back because I really love it. I don't see myself taking this one out of my club anytime soon. I love mixing it with lemon scents. I love mixing it with bakery type, scents. I've mixed it with churro churro. I've mixed it with anything like that. So love this one. Strawberry, I could warm that year round, really. Anytime I'm craving anything fruity. And definitely now, like spring and summer, I will definitely be warming a lot of it. I also have a Clementine Blossom. So this one was from a Valentine's Day collection. I love this bar. This one is kind of like a citrusy floral, but it is so pretty. This is definitely the time of year, like going into spring, that I would warm this one. The description for this one says, golden citrus surprises pink nectar with a sugar blossom treat. And it was the 2023 Valentine collection. It's just pretty. It is such a pretty scent. It's a good performer. It had pretty good longevity for a citrus bar. Maybe that's because it has a little bit of like a floral note to it, even though this is more of a gentle type scent. So it's not a super strong scent. It's more on the gentle side. It's not aggressive at all, but it did have like a little bit better longevity, I think, than some other citrus bars have. It's just a pretty scent. I just like it. It's unique. It's different. I don't have anything else like this one. It's citrusy. It's floral. It's beautiful. It's still a good performer. It's just not a super strong one. And I like that about it. I mean, I love this one for this time of year. I don't like florals that are super strong and in your face. And so this one is perfect for me. So I don't see myself removing that one from my club anytime soon. So another one that I have is fried ice cream. This one is one of my favorites. And the packaging is actually different on this bar than it has been in past club shipments. So I'm not quite sure why they changed that up. It smells so good. Fried ice cream is vanilla with a nutty touch along with cinnamon and caramel. I can definitely smell like the nutty note with this one. I can definitely smell the cinnamon. I can smell a little bit of vanilla. It's like a sugary type cinnamon with this one. I don't smell a lot of caramel, to be honest. I mean, I smell something making this one sweet, but I really don't smell that caramel. A lot of times bars, when they have caramel, you know, in the warmers, sometimes it can start smelling a little burnt or something like that. This one doesn't have that at all. This one just smells like a lot of sugared cinnamon, especially on the bottom. So this is one of my favorite bars to also mix with other scents. I've mixed this one with strawberry scents before to make a strawberry bar more like a bakery bar. I've mixed this with all kinds of stuff. So, you know, I like having bars like this that I can mix. There was one bar that used to be in my club that was called Crumb Top. I know a lot of people still have that one in their club. I wish I would have never deleted that one because that was another one that I absolutely loved to mix with other bars. It just got to the point where I just had so many of these bakery bars that I like to mix that I had to cut some bars here and there. And then, you know, that was one of the ones that I decided to delete, but I wish that I wouldn't have. Okay, I also have Cozy Fireside. This bar right here is for my mom. I don't really care for this one. It's okay. I'll warm it. The description says warm spice notes with zesty ginger and cinnamon. And this was from 2022 Scents of the Season, but I've had it since before then. I've had this since it was a regular classic bar that was in the catalog, like all the time. She loves this bar. She loves this bar so much. And she warms it all the time. She just loves cinnamon bars like this. And I'll like it, but it's just nothing extra special to me that I can't get from another cinnamon bar. So if it was up to me, I probably wouldn't have it in my club, but she loves it so much that I keep it for her. And honestly, if I could increase the quantity of this, I probably would increase it to 2 so she could at least get 2, but I can't do that until it comes back again. I also have Midnight Masquerade. So I have that bar here. I love this bar so much. This is such a unique bar. This description says, sugared beignets and smoky vanilla dance behind delicate masks of midnight lily. And this was from the 2024 Mardi Gras collection. I am in love with this bar. I do not know. This was one of those bars that I almost just didn't even warm because I was like, it's going to be too floral. I'm not going to like it. But it's such a good mix of like bakery and floral. This is an absolutely gorgeous color when it warms in the warmers. And I love this one at night. I don't know what it is about this bar that I like at nighttime, but there's just something about it. I love it for the bedroom. I love it out here. I love warming this one anywhere. And honestly, I wish I could increase this one to 2. This is another one that I use a lot of. I have a couple people who also love this one. This is one of the bars that I had wished that would have been in like a spring summer catalog or would have came back because I feel like this one was overlooked. A lot of people didn't try this bar, and I feel like if more people would have tried it, more people would have fell in love with it like I did. It's just nothing like what I was expecting from that description. It's amazing. It was such a good performer. I was scared of this bar, so I only used 1 cube out here in this whole space. And I was just wanting to kind of sit beside the warmer and smell it so I could just get a feel for what it was going to smell like. And it really scented the whole area, and it was amazing. So a very good bar. Love it very much. I also have a frosted cinnamon roll. So this is another fabulous bakery bar that I just cannot delete on my club. This one is a powdered cinnamon, a pinch of sweet clove, topped with a gooey layer of whipped vanilla sugar. This was scent of the month for September 2023. So good. I always thought this one would go in the catalog, and it just never did. It's amazing mixed with anything, and it's a fantastic bakery. We had a bar that was called a pumpkin sticky bun or something like that, but that one had like a coconut note in it, so I found that one really strange. So if I want something that's going to smell like a pumpkin sticky bun, I have this one, and I'll mix it with like pumpkin cinnamon swirl, or I'll mix it with like one of my pumpkin bars or something, and I will make it what I want it to be without having that weird coconut note. So I just like having bars like that. I love this bar. I love the cinnamon in it. It smells amazing. So I can't get rid of that one either. So this next one here is Spooky But Sweet. I did keep this one in my club, even though my husband does not like this bar at all. When I've had this one warming, he thinks that he smells something burning in the house. Like, he was concerned. He really thought I had something burning in the house. I'm not sure if I should have kept this one or not, just because he doesn't like it, but I just couldn't get rid of it. I feel like Spooky But Sweet will come back in the fall winter catalog just because it was such a popular scent, but you never know. And I really did like it, even though I can see kind of where he's coming from. There's like a little bit of like a toastiness to this one. Let me see what the description says. A pinch of nutmeg mingles with shadowy swirls of smoked maple syrup and caramelized vanilla sugar. And this was scent of the month for September 2024. So the smoked maple syrup and then also the caramelized vanilla sugar, I guess it's just something about the mix of those two things that my husband just really thought there was something burning in the house. I'm not sure. I don't think I'll be able to keep this one in my club for forever, but for now it's in there and I am happy to have it. I do hope that that one comes back in the catalog though. I also have King Cake. This was another bar from the 2024 Mardi Gras collection. And I almost deleted this one just because I have so much bakery in my club, but this is another one that I like to mix. I like it by itself. It's a fantastic performer. This one says a sweet crust of cinnamon brown sugar coated with silky notes of golden butter. And it really has this beautiful buttery type smell to it. And it has like the sweet crust smell. So again, it's just a great one that I can mix. I like it by itself. So I couldn't delete it. I love this bar. Again, that Mardi Gras collection was fantastic. I loved all the bars in that collection except for the mint one. I didn't care for that one. In this club, I also have these two bars, which were both from the Scentsyclubbars Christmas Cottage collection. One of them is Christmas Cottage Wreath, and then the other one is Christmas Cottage Cider. Now, Christmas Cottage Wreath, I almost deleted because we have a balsam spice and we usually have plenty of pine type scents. Christmas Cottage Wreath says it smells like eucalyptus, spruce sprig, and crushed clove. So even though we have a lot of pine type, spruce type scents all the time, every holiday, this one was just unique. I absolutely love the smell of Christmas Cottage, and it really does smell like a spruce type pine scent mixed with Christmas Cottage. That's what it smells like. It smells absolutely amazing. It was such a good performer, and it is spicy and also green at the same time, like woodsy. And usually I shy away from woodsy scents, but because this one has so much like spice to it, it says crushed clove, but I mean, and it says only a sprinkle, but I feel like there's more than a sprinkle. And I also feel like there's some cinnamon. I love this one. So I could not delete it. I can't. And then the Christmas Cottage Cider. It is so good too. I was thinking to myself, okay, well, can we delete one or the other? But no, I couldn't. This one says it has mulled spices, a cinnamon stick, and Valencia oranges. And again, the Christmas Cottage Scentspirations collection, that was from 2023. And I loved every bar in that collection because there was another one that was Christmas Cottage Mint, maybe. I don't know. It had mint in it. I love that one too, but I deleted that one a couple times ago. And I do miss that one. So I could not delete this Christmas Cottage Cider because this one's for the holidays, and then this one is for fall because this smells like fall to me. It doesn't smell anything like Christmas. It's just absolutely perfect for fall, and I cannot wait to use it. And, this is also another one I can mix if I want to add extra spices to another scent. So I'm keeping that one. I also have Star Wars, the Dark Side bar. I used to have the Light Side one as well, and I deleted it a while back. I do like this bar, but I keep this one in here for someone else, even though I do like it as well. Lavender, Madagascar, Ginger, Vetiver, and agar wood. I'm not sure what that exactly smells like. And I never know, like, from this description. I've read this description so many times, and I always say to myself, I don't really know what those things smell like, but the bar itself smells amazing. I can smell a little bit of lavender, but it's almost like a clean smelling type bar. I wouldn't say it smells manly. Slightly, maybe slightly leaning towards like a masculine type scent. It just smells more like a cleaner type scent to me. So I really do like this one. It's also a really good performer. I also have Dancing Sugar Plums. Dancing Sugar Plums is a bar that I will never delete from my club. It just brings back entirely too many good memories. It says it smells like rich spiced plum, vanilla, and sweet cinnamon apple. Now, it was in the catalog for fall winter 2020, and then it was discontinued at some point, like maybe 2023. So, I mean, we had it like in a catalog for a while, and then they discontinued it. I love this bar so much. It just reminds me of Christmas. I warm this bar in our bedroom all the time, year round, really. I like this bar, but especially around the holidays. And it just brings back memories of Christmas. And I really love it so much. Now, it will do fantastic out in an open concept. I just have always warmed it in our bedroom, and that's just where I really like this one. So I just can't ever get rid of this one. This is a fantastic bar. If you ever see this one and you like fruity type spicy scents, but fruity in a dark plum type fruitiness, then I think you would really like this one. It says it has a sweet cinnamon apple, but I don't smell a whole lot of apple. It's mostly like a plum with some spices. It's really good. All right, so I also have the Sanderson Sisters Perfectly Wicked bar, and this bar looks different to me. I think this bar might be different from the past ones that I have received, like just a little bit. This one smells super strong for some reason. The description for this one says blackberry and black plum, cherry, and spiced vanilla. So it was available fall 2023, and then it was available again for September 1st, this past September 1st for 2024. And I've said before, I love this bar. It is a strong bar. It's a great performer. It's not your traditional type fall scent. It's not really technically apples. It's not really pumpkins, but it still smells fall, and it's got the spices to it. And I just really enjoy this one. I also will reach for this one sometimes if I just want something different, throughout spring and summer when I'm tired of, the same old type bars that I've been warming. I might reach for this one and warm some. I think the cherry in this one makes it a little bit unique. This one is amazing. I really do like this one. It's a really good performer. Now, I'm hoping that it'll come back. I almost took a gamble and didn't add it to my club, but I was like, I can't do that. I'm just going to add it to club because I really like that one. So I also have a Sparkling Spice Citrus. You know that this one was going to be in my club because I've talked about this one a lot. I love this bar. I'm going to use this one year round. I love citrus scents. I love cinnamon scents. And so this is just like the best of both worlds in one bar. This one, the description is sparkling mandarin, blackcurrant, raw sugarcane, and clove. And this was from the Harvest Collection 2024. The Harvest Collection was really, really good. This is just a fantastic performing bar. It really is. The clove in this one, I just love the clove in this one. I think it adds that extra, like that spice to it. That is what makes me love it so much. And it's got like the little bit of sweetness from the sugarcane. And then you can smell the mandarin or orange. I don't really smell the black currant, but this bar is so good. I almost had 2 in my club, but I took it down, like I said, because I was trying to just cut things out of my club where I could. And thankfully, I was able to grab a couple on the flash sale from that video, the previous video to this one that I uploaded. So hopefully, fingers crossed, this one will be in our fall winter catalog and it will be back, and then we can just grab it whenever we want it. I also have a Cozy Kitchen. Now, this bar came back quite a bit. This one just came back for the January 2025 Bring Back My Bar. And I've had it in my club before quite a bit because it was also available for holiday bricks in 2023, and I had it in my club for a little while, and then I took it out. So I also had it in my club a long time ago, like back when I first started my club. This bar was around, or it came out for something, and I've had it in my club. And it had a different packaging. I want to say it was in some other kind of collection. I can't remember, but just to say, I've always loved this bar. So I'll add it to my club when it comes back, and then I usually take it back out of my club just because I have so much bakery in here and I have to eliminate something. And it's not that I don't love this bar. It's just, it may not necessarily be my absolute favorite out of all my other bakeries. But I have rewarmed this one quite a bit in January, back when we had the Bring Back My Bar. I was warming all those bars, and I fell back in love with this bar again. So it's definitely in my club for now. I'm going to stock up, let some come and then decide whether to take it back out. The description says it has warm oats, brown sugar, and spicy cinnamon swirl. And you can definitely smell the oats in this one. A sugary cinnamon type oatmeal. That's kind of what it smells like, but bakery and just sweet and cinnamon and just goodness. I love this bar. I really do. It's also good mixed with a lot of things. So I have it in here for now, and I'll keep it for a little while. I also have a toasted apple butter, which is another bakery bar with cinnamon in it. Toasted apple butter smells like creamy butter, ripe apples, and rich spices. And this is just another beautiful spice bar. There's not a whole lot of apple to this one. So if you're looking for like a really pretty, cinnamon type buttery apple bar, this is not it. It has a way more cinnamon than it has apple. Now, when you first get like a fresh pour, you can smell more of the apple in it. But as this bar sits, because I've had this one in my club for a while, because it was a Bring Back My Bar from January 2024. So all of those bars that I had from back then, after they had time to sit a little bit, they become more spicy. Like you can smell more cinnamon in them and less apple for some reason. So it was also available again for November 2024 for Scents of the Season. So I'm sure a lot of you have tried this one and you know what I'm talking about. There's just not a whole lot of apple. Like if you want more apple, you could definitely mix it with an apple. I've done that before, and that is beautiful. But what I like about this one is the butter and all the spices with it, because I like using that as a bar that I can mix with other things. I just like having another one of those bars that I can use, and it's beautiful. So yes, love that one. Okay, so I also have a sweet orange pomander. This bar is really in here for my mom. She absolutely loves this bar. And this looks like it's an older bar as well, because they do start to get kind of like this yellow tint to them. She uses this bar a lot. I mean, this is one of the most strongest, spiciest bars that I've ever smelled. Okay, Cinnamon Bear is spicy, but this is more like an orange, really, really spicy one. I don't know why it's called sweet orange pomander, because there's nothing about this bar that smells sweet. Okay, if you like cinnamon and clove and you like it to be like really spicy, like aggressively spicy, then you would probably love this bar. She absolutely adores this bar. She warms it all the time. I love this scent. I really, really do. I don't usually warm this one by itself though. Like I will mix this one with something if I want it to have more spice. But she likes it just the way it is. The description for this one is clove and cinnamon stick adorn a sweet orange in a dazzling display. This was from the 2021 holiday bricks. So I only have one bar of this in my club for her, just because I stocked up on those bricks for her when they went in the clearance section. So she has a couple bricks. But, I was hoping that one day this one would come back at some point. But, because she definitely could use probably more than one bar every 3 months. So I'm probably going to kick myself at some point for, taking this down to just one. But, she has other scents that she loves. She still loves Cinnamon Bear. She loves that Cozy Fireside. She loves a lot of these other like really spicy scents. So, but this one is one of her favorites. All right. So I also have the Disney Bar Season of Magic. This is one of my favorite holiday scents. Oh my gosh, this one is so good. This one smells like sugar crystals and frosty icicles twinkle and shine over sweet pine and wild berries, filling the air with magic. This was available November 1st in 2021. It's been available several times since then. And then it was just available again for the winter of this past year for 2024. So, you know, I thought about taking a gamble. I could take this out of my club and maybe they'll bring it back around the holidays and I could get another one then. But I didn't want to take the chance just because I love this scent so much. I don't like straight pine bars. So anytime that they put berries or, you know, something like that and make it like have it sweet with it, then that's when I really love it. So I really do love this one. It's a great performer. But I do hope that that season of magic comes back. I do, so that more people can, you know, try it and fall in love with it too. I also have a peeling apple. This bar right here, I have a lot of customers that still ask about this bar. I wish that I could up the quantity that I have in my club because this was a really good seller for me back when it was available. I'm pretty sure it was available in the catalog for a little while, but it started out being a scent of the month at one point. Yeah, so it was scent of the month for June 2021, and then it was in the catalog for a little while, and then they discontinued it. And the description says, the sugary sweetness of juicy apple and lively pear are even more tempting with a touch of flowering sweet pea. So it is a apple and pear floral type scent. It's a little... So it is very strong in my opinion. This is another one of those powerhouse scents in my opinion. I mean, it is amazing out here. I can use less wax than I normally use. And I think maybe that's why my customers liked it so much because it was such a strong bar and they really enjoyed it. It is so good. Now, it is almost leaning just a little bit too floral for me. Like the sweet pea that is in this is pretty strong in here. But it is absolutely beautiful with the apple and the pear. And this is such a unique apple scent because it's perfect for spring and summer instead of, you know, like your traditional apple scents that you use more in the fall. So this one's popular. If I had to choose though, I like the Honeycrisp Harvest Bar, the new one that we just had that has apple and pear in it over this one, just because it's less floral. But I still think this one is a better performer and still smells amazing. All right, I also have the Nightmare Before Christmas Jack's Obsession. I cannot take this bar out of my club. I love this bar. I was shocked to see that this bar did not come back for this past fall for 2024. The description says, this cauldron full of apples spiced with clove and cinnamon makes for a ghoulishly grand brew. So it was available in 2023 for a fall brick bundle, and then it didn't return for this past fall. And I was shocked by that because it has been coming back every fall. So I'm glad that I had it in my club, and I don't know. There's something about this bar. It's not like your traditional red apple and spice. It's like the green, crisp, sour, tart apple mixed with cinnamon, and it's so good. It's different, and it's really, really good. So I hope this one comes back this fall, even though I don't know. I don't know if it will, but I hope that it does. This bar that I have here is the Peony Petals. This is Peony and Rose Petals Dance on a Soft Breeze. This is probably the most floral bar in my whole club. I really need to let this bar go. I really do. But I have a couple friends who love this bar, and I love it so much. But when I use it, I literally just shave off just like a little bit and put it in a couple warmers and mix it with something else. And I just kind of like have this going in the background. So it kind of smells like you have flowers in the house. So I only use this, you know, around spring, early summer. It is just such a beautiful, beautiful bar. It doesn't give me a headache as long as I just use just a little bit. If I had this just in my warmers by itself and I had like my normal 3 cubes, there's no way. It would give me a headache, I'm sure. It's just too strong. But this is one of the most beautiful floral scents I've ever smelled. It smells like authentic flowers. Like it really smells like you have flowers in the house. It's so pretty. I love this one. My mother-in-law also loves floral bars, so this is one I could always give her as gifts. So because I only use just a little bit of it, this is definitely stocking up in my stash, and I will have to either gift them or think about removing this at some point, but I would hate to do that. This one came back for Bring Back My Bar January 2024, so I had never smelled it before then. So I'm glad you guys voted this one back because that's absolutely beautiful. I also have Thunderstorm, and Thunderstorm was just voted back for this past Bring Back My Bar for January 2025. And, you know, this one seems to come back pretty regularly. So I have put it in my club before and took it out. I've done that a couple times, I think. I honestly was considering, you know, not putting it in my club again. I was just going to stock up on it. But, you know, I have a few people that love this one, and I like this one. I just have to be in the mood for this one because it is kind of floral. The description says, very refreshing, sharp, spicy, outdoor fragrance like the breeze in a storm. And the thing is that it's pretty floral. And it doesn't even mention in the description that it has the scent of roses, but it really smells like wet roses. It smells like roses after it's just rained or a thunderstorm just came through and you're standing in like a garden of roses outside. It's crazy that that's how it smells. But it does. It's very floral. There is a sharpness to this one. And that can give me a headache if I use too much of this. I can only use a little bit. And just like the peony petals bar, I just have to use just a little bit and maybe mix it with something else. But this one is so popular. I have a lot of other people who love this one, and I do enjoy it. It's just like that other bar, I only use a little bit of it, so then it starts to stash up. And so I probably will eventually remove this one from my club at some point. I also have woolly slippers. So I added one of those to my club. This was also available for the Bring Back My Bar for January 2025. The description for this one says, slide into a sweet and cozy cloud of sugared lavender, marshmallow, and vanilla. And I'm on the fence about this one. I think this one is absolutely beautiful. I mean, this is an amazing, unique fragrance, but it's almost too much for me. It's pretty sweet. It does have the lavender, and it's mostly marshmallow. Honestly, there's a lot of marshmallow in this bar. So it's absolutely beautiful, but you also have to like lavender because I also feel like there's a pretty healthy dose of lavender in this one. But that marshmallow is really helping to balance out the lavender and make it, you know, sweet. It's like this fluffy type lavender with marshmallow, and it's cozy and cuddly at the same time. And it's just such a beautiful bar. It's got the vanilla and it blends really well. Well, you know, I'm sensitive to vanilla, and I feel like the marshmallow then makes the vanilla, you know, it smells even sweeter. So I can't use much of this bar, even though I really love it. And I usually, anytime a bar says it has lavender, usually I love that as well because I love lavender bars. So I do love this one. I really do. I put one in my club just because I want to play around with it and try mixing it with a few other things because I'm not sure that I can handle it by itself. I did warm it, but I used less than what I normally would use just because I was afraid of it, you know, giving me a headache. And it didn't. It's just a little too sweet and a little too vanilla for me, but I want to love it. Like, this is absolutely such a gorgeous bar, but I'm going to play around. I'm going to see what I can mix this one with and see if I can enjoy it even more. The last bar that I have here is called Candy Orchard, and my husband absolutely loves this one. So I've kept this one in there for him. I do love this one as well, but he loves it more than me, so I keep it in here for him. This one was a scent of the month for January of 2024. The description for this one says, a cloud of spun sugar mixes with sweet raspberry and warm vanilla in a candy-coated fantasy. And that's really what it is. It is a super sweet candy type syrupy fragrance. So I've said before, my husband just really loves sweet girly type fragrances. I don't know, he likes those. He really loves this one. It is very sweet. You have to like really sweet candy like scents, and the syrup that's in this one too, it just adds even more sweetness to it. But it is pretty. I love this one. I had Cotton Candy Tails. I believe that was what it was called. I had that one in my club and this one in my club at one time, and I had to make a cut, and I chose this one over that one just because I liked it a little bit better. I don't think I'll keep this one forever. Again, we don't use it that often. He likes it, but it's not one that I warm all the time. So we'll probably delete this at some point, but it is a good one. I do love it. Hey everybody, this is Melissa from the future. So I just wanted to insert this clip here. I totally forgot to let you know what my bars were that I deleted out of my club. I said that I was going to let you know which bars I deleted out of my club. And then when I sat down to start editing the video, I realized that I never actually filmed that. So I was just filming some other videos. So I wanted to go ahead and let you know which bars I completely deleted out of my club and which bars I didn't let ship with my club and things like that. I have a couple of them up here with me, so I'll show you the ones that I have, but I don't have all of them. I did end up deleting Aloha Orchid from my club, and I've talked about this bar before. I absolutely love this bar. It's just a little floral for me. I did not want to delete it, honestly. I went back and forth about it, but we just don't use it that often. The description for it has coconut cream, pineapple water, plumeria petals, and purple orchid. So it was scent of the month from May 2023. And my husband and I, we just really like it. When we would warm it, we would smell something a little bit fruity with it. We also smelled like some bubble gum, a scent of like bubble gum with it, even though that's not mentioned in the description. So I didn't want to delete it, but I did just because I had a couple of these bars stacked up. And I can tell you since then, I am glad that I deleted it because the brand new Island Bloom that is part of the 10 brand new spring summer bars from the new spring summer catalog. This one is so similar to Aloha Orchid, but it's so much better. It smells a lot more fruity. It's got like some watermelon in it. It's sweeter. It's a great performer. So I am glad that I made the cut. I will be sad to see Aloha Orchid go, but it was more floral than the new Island Bloom. You know, I'll let this one go. I'll still use the ones that I have in stock. I've got a pretty good stash of it. And then now I'm looking forward to using the Island Bloom instead of this one. If you liked Aloha Orchid, definitely try the Island Bloom, especially if you would like something a little bit more fruity than the Aloha Orchid. I also deleted Berry Bubble Blue. Now, this bar was in my club mainly for my husband. He really loved this one. And I had said before when I added this one was from Bring Back My Bar, July 2024. And when I added it then, it was such a very, very light bar. Like I could barely smell this. But once it had time to cure, as you can see, like the package even turned like a little bit yellow. After it had some time to cure, this was way stronger than what it was when, I warmed it the first time. The description for it mentions blue raspberry, tart green apple, and spun sugar. So it definitely has kind of a cotton candy, blue raspberry feel to it. Very, very sweet, very sugary. But, I had to make some cuts, and we have some other sweet scents. My husband liked Candy Orchard better, so I deleted the Berry Bubble Blue, and I kept Candy Orchard. But I am kind of sad to see this one go. Springtime, around Easter, things like that, that's probably when I would warm a scent like this. And I also think this would be a good one that you could mix with some other scents. But, I had to make some choices, so I cut that one. If it ever comes back in the future, or if I see it in clearance or anything like that, I'll definitely stock up on a couple. But there's that one. I did delete Forever Flannel, and this one is the one that I'm most sad about. I probably shouldn't have deleted it. So that's what Forever Flannel looks like. Forever Flannel was the 2023 Holiday Bricks. It has soft lavender, warm sandalwood, and bergamot. All three of those notes and those scent notes are things that I'll love. This is just such an amazing bar. I'm kind of mad at myself for deleting this, but I have so many like cozy type scents, and I don't know, I just didn't always reach for this one because I love Fuzzy Blanket more than I love this one, even though I absolutely love this scent and I'm going to miss it so much. Now, I do have a couple bars of this. I also have 1 or 2 bricks left of this one, maybe like a brick and a half left, but it's also a really light bar. It's not the best performance. Like I don't think it performs as well as Fuzzy Blanket. So I did delete it, but I'm going to really, really miss this one. I hope this one comes back at some point. If you like really cozy, fresh type scents, You would love this one. It really is a wonderful bar. I don't have a bar of this up here, but I also deleted Pink Sunshine, and I really think I'm going to miss Pink Sunshine. That is a bar that is absolutely beautiful. It is also unique. It had lush pear and plum, cashmere, and rose milk, and it was from the 2023 Valentine collection. And I just deleted it just because I couldn't keep everything. I love that scent. So I was able to grab a couple of the Pink Sunshine dish soap that was in the subscriber exclusive items before those went away a couple months ago. I can't remember when they were in there, but I am enjoying the scent in the dish soap. So I will enjoy it that way. And I still have a couple of bars in my stash where I can enjoy Pink Sunshine, but I will miss it. I hope it comes back at some point. If it does, I'll definitely stock up some more on that one because it was a beautiful one. And I kind of paired that one up against Clementine Blossom and Perfectly Cute. And I think I prefer those two because they were also from a Valentine's collection. I think I prefer those two to Pink Sunshine. So that's why I did that. I also deleted Goody Goody Gumdrop. I had that in my club I just had to make some cuts. This one is really, really good, but ultimately I just decided not to keep it. I don't even think I have the description on this one because I knew that I was going to be deleting it out of my club. It's kind of like a candied, sweet, but also spicy red hot. That's what it reminds me of. Definitely reminds you of like the spicy gumdrops. So this was a beautiful scent. I hope that this one comes back at some point because I did enjoy it. So I also deleted Merry Wonderland. I just didn't love this one enough to keep it. I do like it, but I have a couple bars of it and I don't know. I have so many holiday scents to warm that I took that one out. From the Bring Back a Bar that we just had in January, there were some bars that I decided to keep, but you didn't see them in my club. And that's only because they were still available. And I didn't really need another bar of them. So I took them out of my club and I didn't let them ship for my February 17th shipment. But then once my club processed, I added them back immediately so that they would be in my club. And those bars are Mandarin Toffee Treat. So this one is definitely in my club and it will ship with my next club. I loved this bar. I knew from a long time ago that I love this bar. I haven't even added this one to my Excel sheet yet, but I love this bar. It's definitely got a lot of caramel. It's got the toffee in there. It's got the orange. So this one was definitely a win for me. So I knew I was going to be adding this one to club and I did. I just didn't need another bar of it because I stocked up on a few, in January when these were available. I also added Berry Tart. This was my favorite bar of all of the Bring Back My bars that were available for January 2025. So Berry Tart is absolutely amazing. Oh my gosh, it is so good. This reminds me of Cranberry Muffin, but such a better version because I used to have Cranberry Muffin in my club, but I deleted it a while back just because it wasn't performing the way that it used to. It wasn't very strong. It didn't smell as bakery as I remember that it used to. This one is amazing, amazing, amazing. So I think I have two, maybe three, but I think I have two of these in my club and they will ship with my next shipment. I think I also left a key lime pie. So I was on the fence about key lime pie. I like it, but we have key lime grapefruit. I like it much, much better, even though it's not really the same type of bar. But this one was good. I thought there was going to be a lot of coconut with this one, and there really wasn't. And it was just more of like a refreshing type bar. So I'm going to see if I reach for this one like early summer. And if I do, then maybe I will keep it in my club and I'll let it ship on my next shipment. But this one was a good one. I also kept the pumpkin tiramisu. I don't have that one right here at me, but I did keep that one as well. I knew that I love that one. It smells like a sweet, sugary type cinnamon with like a slight pumpkin to it. So I definitely put that one in my club. I also have in my club for now Orange Clove Pomander and the Simply Cinnamon. So these I added. I just didn't let them ship with my club, like I said, because they were still available. I'm still trying to decide on these. I'm letting my mom decide if she wants me to keep this Orange Clove Pomander for her or the Simply Cinnamon. But I don't know. I'm just trying to decide. I have a lot of scents that are similar to this, and I don't know if I really need to keep them, but I do love them. I also have Lucky in Love. I don't think I will keep this one forever. I think I might let it ship one more time with my club and then maybe take it out maybe 2 more times just to get a few in my stash. I do like this one. It is a floral type bar that I can handle because it has a little bit of fruitiness to it and it's lighter. So I do like this one. The Bergamot and Solar Driftwood. I do really like this bar, but I can't decide if I want to keep this one either. So it is in my club for now, and I will have to make a decision about this one before my next shipment ships. So there's a little bit of a saltiness to this one. There is, you know, a calmness to this one. There's like an aquatic type feel to this one. There's, I don't know. I can't make up my mind about this one. Do I need this one? Do I have enough fresh scents in my club? I'm not sure. I'm going to warm this one a little bit more and see. I also kept Lily of the Valley, and you know me, I'm just not usually into like really floral scents, but this one I thought was pretty and I could handle this one, but I mainly kept it for a friend who really, really loves it. You know, I might let it ship one more time for her and then go from there, but you know, this isn't one that will definitely stay in my club, but it's in there for now. Also had Orange Dreamsicle in my club, but I have taken that one out. I've warmed this one a couple times and it just has like too much vanilla in it for me. And I also had a cherry clove chutney. So cherry clove chutney, I had said before that I absolutely love this bar, and I did. I used to. I have an old bar of it that absolutely love it. But these new bars, they're different to me. I don't know what it is. I put this new one in my warmers and it smells dusty. I don't know another way to describe that besides it has a dusty type smell to it when it's warming, and it doesn't smell like cherry clove chutney used to smell. It doesn't smell like how I remember it smelling. Now, maybe it just needs to cure because my old bars have cured for a while and they have more of a cherry clove, beautiful type scent. I don't know. So anyways, I took this one out of my club. I have too many other bars that I love to keep one that, you know, isn't performing the way I thought that it should or doesn't smell like I thought that it should. I also had Wicked in my club and I took that out. I do like this bar. This bar reminds me so much of Merry Wonderland. I don't know what it is, but there's something about these two bars that's similar. But I really, really did like this one, but it was a, you know, licensed bar and I just decided to cut this one to save myself that extra little bit. I figure it will probably come back at some point, but I don't know that for sure. I've said before, I also had Ginger Cookie Crunch and Gingerbread Cheesecake. I took both of those out of my club, so those got deleted. I also had Holiday Market and Wrapped in Lights, and I took those out of my club. And then I also had Christmas Tree. So Christmas Tree was the absolutely beautiful pine scent that I absolutely love. That was from the 2024 Holiday Bricks. I think I'm really going to kick myself for taking that one out of my club because I really fell in love with that scent. I have so much stuff that I was thinking to myself, I didn't want to kick out the Christmas Cottage Wreath, which was in my club. And then I also knew that, you know, we have Very Snowy Spruce that usually comes back every year. And we usually have plenty of other scents. We have Sleigh Ride. And I just didn't feel like I needed to keep another pine type woodsy scent in my club, even though I really loved that Christmas tree scent. So I think I'm really going to miss that one, but I did delete it. I also took out all 4 of the Harry Potter house bars. So in my last club video, I think I had said that I was really thinking about deleting them or deleting some of them. And I just decided, you know what? We're just going to delete them because I really love Wizarding World. I love that one. So I use that one if I want to use one of the Harry Potter scents. But the Gryffindor bar, the Slytherin bar, the Ravenclaw bar, and the Hufflepuff bar, you know, I deleted all of those. I do enjoy them, and I do have a couple more of those bars in my stash that are left. I think my favorite out of all of them is the Slytherin bar. That one is a little bit more on like the fruity side, so I think that one was my favorite. I really contemplated on keeping it, but you know, those are licensed bars, so they're more expensive. So I just decided to cut them. I also cut the Disney 50th anniversary bar, and that was really hard for me because I love that bar. But again, it was another licensed bar that was more expensive and it leans a little bit floral. So I did take that one out, but I'm really going to be sad to see that one go just because I always thought that they would bring that one back at some point, and they really never have. I also deleted, I said I deleted the Candy Apple Delight one because that one was a Disney bar. I took that one out. I also took out Apple Spice Season in favor of the Orchard Apple and Spice bar. And then I also took out the Lord of the Rings bar. That was another one that I really, really liked. I think it was called Shire Sunrise. I really love that one. I had a couple customers that loved it as well, so I almost kept that one, but again, it was another licensed bar that was more expensive, so I took it out. So I also took out the Disney Princess True Love Awaits in favor of the Disney Dream Big Princess bar, as you've seen. I did show that. So then I also removed, which I talked about this, I removed because they came back, Sunshine Mango, Strawberry Bliss, Key Lime and Grapefruit, Lemon Lime Fizz, Skinny Dippin', Camu Camu, and I think there might have been a couple more, but those were the main ones that I had in my club that were coming back in the new spring summer catalog. And so I was able to take those out. So that was good. And I have also since added to club Luck of the Rainbow, Apricot Cloud, and then I added the Friends bar back. And then I also added the Disney Lion King in the Jungle. I have not smelled that bar, so I may let that one ship with my club just so I can smell it, but I can't decide. It doesn't really sound like something I would like. So that was it. I just wanted to insert this here and let you know that information just in case you were waiting for it. And then I realized once I was editing the video that I didn't even talk about it. So I do apologize for that. But that's kind of what I did with my club. Those are the edits that I made. So my club is supposed to process again in May, and I'm really considering skipping my shipments then because I can skip them once a year. And I usually do skip my shipments in May, and I just have so much wax that I'm trying to warm through that I don't think I need my club to ship. So I'm pretty sure that I'm just going to go ahead and skip in May. So the next processing date would be in August. And so by the time August comes around, hopefully I will know which fall winter bars are coming back, and I can make some more edits to my club and, go from there. So I'll let you get back to the regular video now. I just wanted to insert that here since I did say that I would talk about it. The last thing I have here is the half off item, which I got a whiff box, half price. That's really the only time that you can get a discount on a whiff box is in your Scentsy Club. So I did want to grab that. This is February's whiff box. So unfortunately, you cannot get this whiff box anymore. My club processed February 17th and then, had to ship to me and everything. So unfortunately, you can't get this whip box anymore. Okay, so it has the brand new product that is available now in the spring summer catalog, Scentsy Suds. And the only thing about this product is it's only available in this fragrance, which is Clothesline. So these are laundry detergent sheets. So there's 25 sheets and, you can tear them. There's like a half size or like a full sheet, depending on what size load you're going to be doing. They do smell really good. I'm just not a really big fan of Clothesline. That fragrance for me bothers my allergies. Like it's just a little strong for me. So I don't usually use that fragrance in the laundry line. And for that reason, I'm already planning on letting someone else take this whiff box because in addition to the Scentsy Suds, there's also Clothesline washer whiffs, which if you have not tried Scentsy's washer whiffs, you really need to. I absolutely love their washer whiffs. They're absolutely amazing. Washer whiffs is just basically adding fragrance to your laundry in the wash machine. So it looks like that, kind of hard to see. There is a scoop in there, so you can just see that is just so strong to me. Clothesline is just really, really strong. It smells good. It's just too strong for me. So I do have someone that I'm probably going to let take this. And then there is a Provence Lavender scent pack, which is nice. I do like Provence Lavender. That was a really strong lavender. And then there is a bar of the scent of the month for March, which is strawberries and cream. I do have my warm review video that will be coming after this video. I just got done filming that. I will upload that at some point after this and let you guys know what I think about this. So I've already smelled it and I can tell you I absolutely love this bar. It's amazing. So I will upload that video as soon as I can get it uploaded. So yeah, that was pretty much it for this whiff box. I think it was an amazing deal. I usually do get a whiff box half price with my Scentsy Club purchases. I don't always get a brick half price, but sometimes I do. But for my next club shipment, I will probably get an air purifier filter half price because I do need to replace those filters. And So that is another great option of something that you can get half price in your club is the filters for your air purifier. So that was it for my club today. This has been an insanely long video. It's probably going to take me a really long time to edit this. I hope that you do enjoy hearing about all of these bars. Maybe there's some that you can be on the lookout for if they ever hit clearance. Maybe they sound like something you would be interested in. I would love to know what your favorite bars are in your own clubs. If there's just a bar that is your absolute favorite for you, or if there's an absolute heartbreak for you. Like my heartbreak is probably boho, like I said, because I accidentally deleted it. And then my other heartbreak is apple butter frosting. I don't have that one in my club and I wish that I did. I don't understand why Scentsy won't bring that one back. It needs to come back so that all of us can add it to club and then leave it there. We won't delete it. We'll leave it there. It's the same thing with boho. If it would come back, I will add it to club and I will leave it there. I really do appreciate all of you watching today. I know this was a really long video, so if you have stuck with me and watched this whole video, I really do appreciate your support. I hope all of you have an absolutely lovely day and I will see you in the next one. Thanks so much. Bye.